Welcome to Raw Talent with your host, Mz Tink. Welcome to Raw Talent. Welcome to Raw Talent with your host, Mz Tink. Welcome to Raw Talent. Oh my God. Hello, welcome to the December edition of the Raw Talent Roundtable discussion. And we're going to start off with my mans over here.
Oh, what's going on, Wednesday boy? Remo Millz, man. How y'all doing? Welcome in.
My name is Kendra.
I'm Mz Tink.
I'm Taquan. Introduce.
And then we also have a few extra guests here with us today. They're on the couch. They're going to be listening in, chiming in, you know, in addition to my Facebook family. Thank you. So we're going to introduce them right quick.
Oh, well, hi guys. I'm Mel the Lipstick Diva.
I'm Edwun. Get him.
Tiffany. Asia.
Thank you all for joining and listening in. So, instead of dedicating this month to anything, we're going to dedicate it to the holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, family fun, meals. So, I seen a couple of posts this week that really caught my attention. So, I'm going to bring it to the table. So, I saw this one that says, Black people don't celebrate American holidays for their true meanings. We just happy we off work and we get to eat and drink with the family for the day. Thoughts?
I mean, what part of Thanksgiving is Black culture?
None.
What part of most holidays in America are Black culture?
None. Because we weren't here to celebrate holidays.
Yeah.
All we got is like Black History Month.
Yeah,
Black History Month.
And
If Thanksgiving was in Black History Month, I'd be about it.
Well, maybe we should move it.
Should we?
Yeah, we just started doing Thanksgiving on February.
So, would they add a date to put Thanksgiving in there?
We'll add 29th. The 29th.
Right.
It's
The
30th.
30th.
The 30th. I actually had two conversations about this during the Thanksgiving holiday. I had one with an employee of mine, and she was saying, you know, she doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we don't understand the meaning of it truly as Americans, period, or especially Black people, you know, and we're glorifying these holidays, and we shouldn't be.
What you say? So, as far as Thanksgiving, wasn't it like the Pilgrims, right?
Yeah.
So they got off the ship and they was eating. Where the Black folk was at? We was still on the damn ship. We was like, yeah, I smell turkey, but I can't see it. Yeah, because y'all this way. Y'all go there and pick that cotton. And then you talk about Christmas, like, come on now. Like, I don't know, the whole white man coming down the chimney. We in a
Well,
project.
she broke Christmas down to me in a light that I've never heard anybody break down Christmas. She said that the lights and the balls on the tree represent the male genitals. And that that's exactly what I said. I was sitting there like,
I want to hear
like,
more.
oh shit, you know, like really? Are you serious? And then she was like, you know, we put the wreath on the door. The wreath is a circle. It represents the female uterus. And I was like, well, how the fuck does that go together? Because the tree is in the house and the wreath is on the door, so the uterus outside, the ball's in the house. I'm not understanding, you know. But she was telling me I need to look more into it because of that.
Really?
You know, so I mean, I'm just saying that's just something that.
So what does the mistletoe represent? Is that the gooch?
The bridge between the two. Oh God. I'm just saying. I had never heard of it either, but she like was like seriously breaking it down, and I was at work like, oh shit.
You know, it's interesting. It's always about perspective.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I would like to
And
know
she was
what-
like, we're celebrating Thanksgiving. That's a holiday where, you know, the Pilgrims chase the Indians off. Basically, you know what I'm saying? So, and I was talking to my sister about it, and I was like, yeah, we don't celebrate the genocide. any genocide of any kind in America. So why do we celebrate Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Right.
I think that, a real holiday, June 13th? Juneteenth is a holiday that should be, more, like, I think.
We should put,
more to
maybe
that.
we should just move Thanksgiving to Juneteenth.
Yeah, and we don't even know. We bring the turkey, they with it.
It'll probably be better financially, because, after Thanksgiving, then you roll into Christmas, the money you spend from Thanksgiving, and then you got kids.
I say this all the time.
know.
It's a rolling hill. After Halloween, it's down. You just walking in New Year, pockets out.
After Halloween, you gotta count August too, going into back to school.
Then
Halloween.
After that, it just go down here.
Because we spending like, if you go to the Halloween store, like $40 for a Halloween costume, just for them to wear it for a couple of hours
and get some candy.
And get some candy.
You can go to the store and buy for $10.
Yeah, they done made Black Friday like a holiday now.
It is. That's like 5 o'clock.
Exactly.
5 p.m.
Look,
George open at 5. Like when we're hell, we gotta eat dinner at 12.
Exactly. Dinner is at 8 a.m. So you can go Black Friday shopping. You can go fight for this TV. Like, I'm gonna risk my life for this 22-inch. The hell with that turkey. Now you full as hell from dinner breakfast. And you gotta fight.
From dinner breakfast.
You don't know what to eat in the morning on Thanksgiving.
Okay, so the first topic that I came up with us to pick up on social media as well, my boy Jordan Lee, his artist name is Jahad Leon, he's from Virginia. He posted this week and it caught a lot of traction. And I mean, like, I think for 24 hours straight, people were commenting on his post.
Wow.
And it was about homosexuality. So it said, he posted and he said, if you black and you think homosexuality is a mental illness, please unfriend me, because that's no difference than white folks not waiting for, when I want us to get in their pools because our skin would dirty up the water. Everybody in deep thought. Right. Y'all want red. I will tell you where it came from. It came from this picture of D Wade with his family. And that's been circulating on social media pretty heavy.
One thing that people aren't looking at is the support.
Yeah.
The support of the family.
Yeah.
Forget it. He could be, I don't know, gay, whatever he want to be, but the support of the family, at least they support, and you got a lot of people out here doing it by themselves at that age.
Yeah.
Right. And then you got a lot of people who aren't accepting them. It's people who've committed suicide because their family don't accept their lifestyle. I feel him because he made a comment under one of the posts, because I was on it watching the comments and stuff. And there was one guy who was like, no, I think they push being gay too much. And I was like, but black people push being black every day. So what if white people felt the same way? If a white person stood up and said the same thing that we say about gay people as a straight culture, you know what I'm saying, then what would we would feel like that's racism on another level, you know what I'm saying? So what's the difference in you being, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we're black people, and then you break it down, and then we have the gay, I'm not saying only black people are gay, but you have the gay people inside of the black community, and we cause a lot of separation. When in all actuality, the LGBT community is like, to me, they're a big pillar in the community. They make shit happen. We need to band together and do what the fuck they do. Because they have whole marches, movements, parades, whole weekend extravaganzas in different states and cities. Like, why the fuck we don't have black parades? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're doing something fucking wrong. Why we hating on what the fuck they got going on?
I think a lot of the intention, me personally, I think a lot of the attention as far as the gay community is when you get to a point where, like, you feel like they're trying to bully back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much pressure in why it's not gay. It's like, why it can't just be a project that I'm doing the film industry, like, a lot of the roles now. Because I apply for roles, like, almost daily. And what I see is a lot of them now are asking for gay characters. Now, if you take it as though they're trying to push their agenda, then you're obviously going to feel defensive about it. But, I mean, I think it's the project calls for that.
Yeah.
So.
But at the same time, I feel like that's television's way of televising what's already going on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And they've been shown for so long. That's like, you know what I'm saying? We went through slavery for so long, and then they came out with movies after movies after movies after movies. I mean, Harriet came out this year. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When the last time you seen somebody enslaved working on a plantation? It won't in 2018, but they came out with Harriet in 2019.
We can collect the reparation, but we ain't gonna see it.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
I was gladly sorry you went to that grandfather,
I feel like the same way that they want us to, we want white people to embrace us as a black culture and respect us as black individuals. Everybody needs to respect the gay community as them being who they are, and not try to throw the Bible at them, because while you're throwing the Bible at them, you're being judgmental, which is against the Bible in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody sins. What you got to say?
I'm just saying, like, I feel like religion at this point, and is in 2019, the new year is, I don't know. Yeah. I think that technology has erased religion. Because, you know, back in the day, when, like, early times, you could put something in a tablet and it's law. Now, if somebody puts something on paper, you can go back and Google it, like, is this true or not?
Right.
So now that has erased the perspective of this is the only way it needs to be done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
I do.
Yeah.
That's deep.
That is
and
deep.
I didn't say much. I didn't say much in response to the original post that you read because I agree with it. So I was like,
yeah, I agree with it too.
Yeah,
I don't think there's no difference, and I think that's what he was trying to show. Like, why are we shunning the gay community? And he actually made a comment under the post and was like, "Well, it's not my dick." So,
right.
Like, I don't give a fuck what you're doing with yours.
I'll take care of my house. I want to take care of it. You want to put yours right there?
As long as you don't push it on me, I ain't
Exactly.
And
That's all I
that's
care
my
about.
thing. Like, I have people in my life that choose that lifestyle, and I'm not gonna say choice like they just woke up and said, "Hey, today," you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say that's the path that they walk, and I embrace them and I love them, and I will go support what they're doing. I support their community because I want them to support me writing books. I want them to support my podcast. I want them to support my roundtable discussion. You know what I'm saying? So I support what they're doing. Yeah. You know, how do you feel about it? Being a gay male.
Being openly gay and black, it's hard. Now, do I think it's a mental disability? Kind of mixed on the subject. I met some people that have been guided down that road, such as myself. I was molested. I met people that were just not happy with being with another female or being with another male. So it's one of those things that sometimes I do feel like it is a mental complex there. Science says that it is a hormonal imbalance. My mother came home one day, she was upset. She said that some guy was in line and he read an energy drink that said may cause birth defects. And he said this is what's making motherfuckers gay. And I know that I said the same thing. She said the same thing, I said the same thing. But it was still one of those things that, you know, for someone that didn't go through what I went through by being molested, you know, what probably could have caused it. Science says it's a hormonal imbalance. And for products to cause birth defects, who says that they're not going through hormonal imbalance? You know, it actually, I laughed at it like y'all did. My mother laughed at it, but then we thought about it, I was like, damn. You know, science says it's a hormonal imbalance. So.
But it's science 150 proof. Like,
I mean, I'm just saying it was something that.
I mean, science is still a human that sat down and looked into something and decided, hey, this is what it is. And I get on people a lot about that whole, this is what science says, or this is what is in the textbook. A man wrote that. You know what I'm saying? Humans are not perfect. So therefore, you're listening to what somebody else said because they went to school and let another human teach them. And they decided that they, as a human themselves, was going to write this down. And so I'm not going to, bet my life on that. Like, I'm not.
But they also got the evidence. They ain't just think of it one day like, oh my gosh, this is what happened. No.
Yeah, but it's like
evidence and tests.
Okay, for example.
Is why they make those.
Me and Asia had this argument about smoking versus.
It wasn't an argument, it was a discussion.
Discussion, smoking versus chocolate.
That's better than what I heard last night. It's how to smoke and the crack. So.
That's a job.
Smoking versus chocolate is
Oh, wow.
much better.
And we talking about the crack, but it's stuff that been said about chocolate being bad for you. But it's a lot of stuff about smoking being bad for you. And she was like, well, people have done studies about smoking being bad for you. My thing is, unless you watch me from the moment I'm born until the moment I die from smoking, how can you tell me that I died from smoking? You know what I'm saying? Or smoking causes this, because it's more than one element that goes into what causes the things that we have going on. And I say that because I smoke cigarettes. I have an autoimmune deficiency. When I was 14, I started having my issues, and my doctors told me when I was like 25, like, well, you smoke cigarettes. Yeah, but at 14, I wasn't smoking no damn cigarettes, and my shit was worse then. So what the hell was the cause? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they use that as a crutch. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
But
that's easy out. This could
all
trigger it, or this could make it worse, and I don't feel like that's 100%
So
true.
you can't make it null and void though at the same time. Like it still has solid ground behind the evidence, research. They test with blood, hair, everything, skin, follow, cells to get this information. They don't just say, you know what, she, and him, they smoke and they all died at this age, but they didn't smoke. So it's all because of smoke. That's not how it happened. It's the evidence and research. I'm not saying everything they say is 150% proof, because they do have to change studies as time goes on, because certain things do show up, different. But I'm not going to, you can't just say, forget about it because I don't think that's right, because everything they say is 100% fact. That's just,
Yeah.
I mean, I think at one point that smoking, doctors used to recommend smoking to cure anxiety.
Exactly.
So they say, oh, it's okay for you to smoke.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of things at the same time, it's bad, but it can be good for you at the same time. It's all how you
Almost
use
like
it. You know what I mean? Like chocolate, it can be bad for you, but if they said dark chocolate is good for your heart, wine, a glass of red wine a day helps your heart.
Right.
But you have it in the
She's doing something right.
That's
It's a double-edged sword. Good and bad.
Everything in moderation.
Exactly.
Moderation, yes.
But it's really for the smoking, it's the nicotine. I think that's what's in it. Not the smoking. It's the nicotine that they put in it, which is causing those problems. Yeah. Not just you just take tobacco.
I mean, a couple of years ago, we was dying from chicken.
But
That's
too much
true.
of anything can cause an issue. Too much. You got to do everything in moderation. You can't do too much of this and too much of that. Just like pork. They said they cut the cancers off of the pork, and then, that's how you get cancer or whatever. But if you do it in moderation, most times you're at the lower percentage of things. You're not having to worry about you being at the higher percentage of getting cancer or having other diseases. So I just think about moderation.
I mean...
Right.
I just say, stop trying to tell me smoking cause all these damn diseases. It don't.
It can.
It don't.
It's a percentage.
It didn't mean. That's what I'm saying. It didn't mean.
It's a percentage.
And they're not saying you're gonna get it because
They
you're
never
doing
can-
it. They're saying that you can get it because you do it.
No, what I'm saying is
Right.
doctors told me that smoking is the reason why I have my autoimmune deficiency. I didn't smoke for
But
years.
you were a
That's
secondhand
what my
smoker
point
for
was.
years. You were a
Did your
secondhand
mom
smoker.
or dad?
Yes, they did. So you were a secondhand smoker.
So that might not have been. It might have been out your hands. It might have been something.
Yeah,
So
secondhand.
like,
I was doomed from birth.
you were doomed. My grandma used to, man, I love my grandma, but she used to hot box us. I mean, we in the car dying, we on the window. She's like, y'all can't handle it. She's locking the window. She got offended when we was like, we in the back coughing. I'm sick. I sound like my alternator man. She like, oh, you want to put the window down? I say, yes, Grandma, I am dying.
They used to be but a lot of people in our family smoking, and they say secondhand smoking is worse than smoking yourself.
Yeah,
Which
they
could
do
be
say
something.
that.
But I don't think a lot of people should say that was the reason why. They could have just said it could have been a factor in.
Right.
Because
Right.
you smoke now, don't you?
Yeah.
So it could be a reason for it reoccurring or it not getting better. You never know. They can't say for a fact, but they can tell you that it's a probability.
I was just saying that's what doctors use. They try to get smoke.
But they do.
I mean, but there is something.
As far as science goes, there is a lot of times with science there is more evidence though. There is testing. Like the thing is, it's what you're testing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're testing on a rat, which is not a human.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you off. But at the same time,
And my thing is when they do their testing, they need to not just test you know, white people or just black people or just, you know what I'm saying, a certain age range.
But
Like, all of those factors matter, whether you're Mexican, Hispanic, you know what I'm saying, even if you're Hispanic but you're from South America versus, you know what I'm saying, somewhere else. All of that matters because you deal with different elements from birth.
They know that.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it different. And then you put it in the textbook and this is what we're supposed to believe. But you got people that don't believe in the Bible, but you believe in science. I don't understand how you believe one not the other.
Science is evidence. You know, it's research.
Unfortunately,
God is not proof.
I believe
the Bible has been changed.
I mean, I am a Christian.
Yeah.
Let
me tell you, I read the whole Quran,
How am I supposed to believe
and you know, Bibles and stuff. And what I learned is they're all like just basically thoughts. So you mean tell me a guy went in the cave and came up with this story about this is true, and he came out and wrote it on books and stuff like that, and this is supposed to be true? Like I can have something, I can go in my car and think of something right now. It don't mean that it's law. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. The Bible's just different variables. It's all perception.
It's all belief.
One thing that pointed out to me yesterday is that, which I heard in the Harriet movie, thou shalt obey thou slave master. Right? And then the guy that I was on the podcast with yesterday, he was talking about that thou shalt obey slave master, which he was saying that's not what it really meant. And that's what made me think of back, no offense, but white people made us to believe that we were supposed to obey our slave masters. Mm-hmm. But I get
our slave masters. We got a president.
Come on now, don't talk about it.
I'm just saying.
Right. You know, it really didn't mean that. It didn't mean obey your slave master, somebody that got you locked in chains. It really meant obeying the higher power. But again, like you said, somebody went and wrote this because this is their thoughts of what the law should have been. We weren't there in 600, 1500, or day one. When anybody was thought about, any type of organism, anybody was thought about. So I wasn't there. So how am I supposed to know this is the law I'm supposed to go by? My thoughts is that I have a higher power. It's energies from everywhere. I believe that. And that's all I can go off of because I don't know for sure.
I'm going to tell you the thing about religion is it works if everybody's doing it. Once somebody turns around and says this is wrong, that's when religion kind of stops. Not necessarily working, but the belief turn. You know, you have to believe. Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, the big thing for me is somebody told me this recently too. Like, if you read the Bible from a non-religious perspective, it basically is a book of morals, a book of moral compass and moral bounds that you should follow.
Yeah.
Because I think it's because we read it from a religious perspective is where we fall, where our downfall comes. Is where we say, oh, well, I have this belief in this particular thing, and this godly entity that's supposed to make me do this particular thing, and so I gotta abide by it about all and everything that's being in my soul, and that is where we fail as human beings.
I can agree with that.
Well, on the same religion note, Jordan Lee also posted this the other day. So I was researching the loyal white knights of the Ku Klux Klan website, and I only came back with one question.
This one we need a drink. Take me off the camera. They said we don't want harm to darker races. We just want to live separate as God intended. Leviticus 20:24-25. So I went and read Leviticus 20:24-25. Now you telling me black people share a religion with these people, and the Christian God loves both you equally? How? When if they kill you, they go on innocent. How if their daughters lie and say your sons raped them, then he goes to jail? KKK, I don't hear nothing from them.
Exactly.
I said KKK.
But he's saying that that's what they're getting from the Bible.
I mean, of course. Ain't that you just said it about the slave master?
That's why I brought that up. Because you know what I'm saying, went hand in hand. And I was just like, I mean, you can't say that's like saying that you can't practice the same religion as the person next to you because they got their beliefs of love to the left. That, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It's all just a story.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like people try to take the Bible so literally, and it's not literal. It's literally a book composed of different stories that's written by different people throughout history.
Mhm.
Like, that's just the same thing. Like, you wrote books. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wrote your ideas down. You wrote, maybe some things that you believe in and you have values in. That doesn't mean that 200 years from now, your word is bond. What you said and the conversation that you had with your God, and you wrote it down, and then somebody come back 200 years later and say, oh, well, this is it. She got it. She had it. Like, that's it. Like, nah, I mean... This is stupid.
It's a book of guidelines. It's just like when you're at a job and you got policies.
Yeah.
You don't go by the policy, by the book. Because in reality, we know we're all human beings. It's just like at a job.
The book of morals.
Right. If somebody need a payment arrangement because they said their grandma just died, you ain't finna just say, well, I'm sorry, in our policy, you just can't get no payment arrangement because your grandma died. Because you're a human being. It's about humanity.
Being religious, religion says children come from God.
Yeah.
Science says children come from sperm and egg. I mean, I believe God is somewhere in there that does that.
Yeah.
But all jokes aside, if you never had sex, it just won't work out. I mean, there was this one woman. Like I always say to everybody, there was this one woman. It happened to her. So, I mean, hey, it happened again.
Hey, exactly.
But science says and the Bible says, people literally say, well,
I still ain't bad Virgin Mary. Virgin Mary was pocketed open somewhere. I don't mean no harm.
I believe it.
Just like black fans was hiding secrets, they was hiding secrets back then.
I clearly feel like Mary was out there. Mary was out there doing her thing. Mary's like, let's do it. We'll meet you in the barn. She left around, popped off in the barn. Then the next day, he's like, well, what happened? What's going on? She's like, I'm pregnant. He's like, what? Who did it? Gee, God.
I believe God.
God got this one.
Y'all not gonna play
I'm done.
She was twerking with somebody else, not Jesus. It wasn't him.
Virgin Mary busted open and they was trying to cover it up.
Exactly. Oh, just sorry before the camera comes off me? No, I'm serious. Like that. I'm dead ass. What if y'all was that first person ever in the world for that to happen to? Y'all would want y'all credit. So just go ahead and leave it at that. I would want my credit.
He's saying, don't steal Mary Thunder.
Yeah, don't steal it.
Mary's a
Don't
freak.
steal it.
Mary was trying to bust it open for the Lord and it didn't happen for the Lord. It was somebody else.
If Mary's in 2019, Mary would be in the satellite right now.
A scrub that didn't have no
Throwing it in the
horns,
circle. This
and
man.
didn't have no pigs or nothing, so she said it was God. So whatever.
Mary be
She
popping.
basically said it was her husband's baby. Even though it won't.
It wasn't.
That she was cheating with somebody. Oh my God.
So she did an episode of Maury.
Look,
She did Maury.
She would have been on more.
Well,
Who baby is it? It's your baby.
my fiance's Catholic, so that's like calm down a little bit on his belief.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Who's Catholic?
Please talk about
Everyone is
Catholicism, please.
Look, hold on,
I don't want to offend you.
Oh no, we
Okay.
Catholics are not innocent. Let me state that.
No.
We started wars and a whole bunch of other stuff that we shouldn't be proud of.
We are all human beings.
Exactly.
We are. That's the
All
thing.
nobody
The
crazy.
Bible does say, all fall short of the glory of God. Everybody sins. So,
Turn water into wine. That's
Look
all
at
I'm
that
saying.
evangelist.
You know what, Mel? Water into wine. That's your wine for the whole night.
My perspective on religion is crazy.
Jesus turned water.
I'm friends over religion.
Almost said, take me back to the time and then I believe.
I think that like even Noah's Ark, like how you feel like Noah's Ark might have been a Hurricane Katrina type situation. It happened in that area.
He built
And
the ark to
they
save them.
wrote that because that happened to them, and then it didn't happen to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could have been like that. I might be wrong, but
True.
Whole time they probably was in America before Columbus.
yeah.
It could have happened 5 city blocks and they thought this ain't the whole
The
world.
world, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have technology like that. They couldn't open up an app and be like, you
what
know
if they
what?
did?
This
What
was
if
just-
they
Because
did? And
Columbus
they just
is-
ready to revert it back.
discovered a
And then
whole
we
new
brought it back.
Well, we're going to get ready
It ain't
to
no
switch
evidence.
gears on you. So we're going to change over and do
Okay.
some questions. Some quick questions. So give us just 1 second. Turn the arrow. I'm hot. I know.
the block, catch a couple switches, set up on my shot.
It's
You gon' get your ass whooped and get a couple stitches from the murder. But you can call it switches.
I got one of his songs too.
Hell song. I didn't know he made it.
Get on them. That's how you feel.
I'm like, yeah, I didn't know you made it. You know that?
I put him on Front Street. We grew up together.
Oh, for real?
He know me.
Well, I know he said he was from up here. He always like, I don't know about y'all knew he down there.
He know me since I was 6.
Really? Wow.
We all grew up
Small
in
world.
together.
Oh, wow. Small world. Why did you like this? This is great.
You like it?
Yes, I
So you
do.
coming back?
Yes. And so
You
look,
saw
I'm
the table one time too.
yes, absolutely. Look, I'm out there weekend, so whenever you need it.
We only do it once a month. We only do it once a month.
Okay.
I'm on it now. All I shoot is swishers. Got the windows foggy, breaking down the swishers.
Y'all started the Wi-Fi?
I
thought you.
I got that.
catch a couple switches. Set up on my shot.
Got out a couple switches.
You can get your ass whooped. Might need a couple stitches from the murder cat, but you can call it switches. From here you can fly. My city full of killers. Pumping on that lie, pulling on that killer. Your girlfriend is fly and her name is killer, but if she don't get me mine, swallow her, I'm a killer and I got a killing skill, so I'm a killer. Where getting chip a killer. Whales and right before you die, the only time a killer. Tail don't know
Now take it down. No, it ain't.
It's just like from back in the day where they almost picked up like 4 locos.
Hell no.
Yes!
How dare you compare Paul Masson to 4 Locos?
Yes!
Hell no. Hell no.
Let me see your bottle wine.
No, I had some help.
You can add it to it. It don't matter to me.
Go ahead.
Will help me out.
Now you try to put stuff on Jesus.
Look, Jesus, they say wine, but
Hey, I want to shout out to Jimmy J, 16, and Easy.
I don't need
16 right here.
to. We pull it from there.
I am a science thing. You technically don't believe in God, but I still believe in God. You should.
You ready?
Okay, so you was acting shady, had to switch up the vibe. Try to keep it to 100 well.
I got y'all riled up there.
You come this way. Good right there?
I ain't got nothing but love, so many lanes I learned. Shit might get a little hectic, fuck the bridges I burned. Remember nights I used to act like what I'm doing, I know so many trials and tribulations, but this room I had to lose all that. To see the vision they want, cause you weren't really pushing nothing, you weren't really into it. Now I stayed on all 10, motivated your soul, but your memory will never end. Shit is taking control, it's all good though. We all good, bro. And you just need to meditate, is what you should know. And look, used to get faded off every pictures you can't ever see that you down. That image a little faded, I know. It wants your case, but I can see why you mad. But see, no mama, that's the shit that got you looking so bad. You look
I don't know his name, I just know him as
so really ain't no need to flip up. It's crazy, cause lately, we made it invaded, but I just chill. Only trying to get better, sunny days on point.
Like, she's like,
Hey, Dustin.
you're my cousin. She's my
We're going to chime back in a few seconds. Give us a few minutes. Take a little quick break.
No, he's not really to get on.
That's what I tried to project.
Hey, Will.
She must have stole my dad's side, and her mom had something. There's too many kids, but too many
Yo, I'm on the flow.
Okay.
Okay.
Let him break it down. Okay.
I want to say, oh no, he's too slow.
pull the DJ Khaled.
Right.
I'm about to go in. I'm about to go.
Right. Be the greatest.
You heard about what DJ Khaled said about his wife? That was big. The Rock commented on that. He basically said his wife can he can get her out, basically.
Shout out Sky with 2 wives.
Can y'all see everybody at this table? No, just look at how that's what I'm looking at.
Take your check.
Maybe it's my phone.
It's your phone. It's an Android.
It's my phone.
It's your phone.
Is it Android?
It's your Android.
All I know is my son is jumping over here.
It's jumping. Hey. Okay. Okay. Hey, Remo, let's go over there for
Oh.
Tell us that, bring that.
Put some bass in your voice when you tell him too.
Hey, Denise.
You gotta say, they got gas or CBD. You gotta make sure. The way that they promote CBD, I don't understand that.
Shit out there.
I swear to God, it was warm yesterday. It wasn't that cold yesterday. Okay? Look, I had a skirt on yesterday. No, I had
your knees out.
Wait, I didn't have
showing
no
lower
shorts
body
on.
skin over there, huh?
And I had long socks on.
Showing.
She said don't come for her because she had
Now I want Gucci mama. I want to
Leave your kneecaps
My
is
job
out.
is cold. Like, if we
Trying to get you a man. Your kneecaps.
I do have colors at work. What color we do?
What is that?
I do have a color.
Well, I mean, yeah, my God, yeah.
Yeah, they regroup before you say a word. Hold up.
But it do like
That margarita mix. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. It's always freezing.
Nah, they join me
But I want to be cold at work. Because at work I can't strip.
I know they was mid-conversation.
Oh, so.
I thought you'd be the enforcer.
Like, look,
Bring that ass!
They told me I have a bass in my voice.
From who?
y'all catch the damn body right sound today.
I did that.
Oh, wow, I bought me 5 candles today.
Alright, y'all, we on a short break. Don't y'all leave. Don't go nowhere. I'm talking to you. Don't.
Mom was about that candle. I bought Yankee candle. She said, "I'm gonna slap back my body."
It is.
You gonna buy me a
They say you want to eat off.
You gonna buy
Changed our mind. We changed our mind. A nigga got them loose bumps. Real on my
I asked y'all, I said, you want me to keep the heat on? You want me to take the heat off? You want me to take the air on? Ain't nobody say nothing. It was crickets.
I was in the bathroom. I heard people sitting. It didn't matter to me the way I'm hot.
He's self-familiar.
Anybody get an iPhone charger?
He's self-familiar.
I got a cord in the car.
Me as well.
A cord.
I got 2 phones and both of them are dead.
Everybody do that.
What are we talking about?
Oh, I got
It don't make the machine
Is it a spot?
No.
What is the quarter gonna do?
Plug it in there.
Oh, in the portable shop.
You know.
Oh.
It's my brother.
It's by your attitude. That's what I'm saying.
You need one more to do anything.
Shout out to Big Murder.
That's my brother.
I'm sorry. I'm about to
That's
move.
my real brother too.
Your real brother
Real brother.
on the phone?
Yeah. Big Murder. That's her brother.
Oh.
I don't know who made
I'm
my
sorry. I have pictures. Somebody at work saw a picture of him and was like, "Yeah, that's Big Murder." I said, "Yeah."
I'm
You know him? I'm in a picture with him.
just so that can tell you. I can't turn it back on.
We actually look alike if you see us together.
You started over.
How you show that? Oh, can I sit it right?
Yeah, that's fair. Everything you see right there is
You know him?
I don't know if it's gonna start. Oh, here you go.
Oh, well, I definitely get your haircut before next week. I'm at the Funny Bone on Thursday through Saturday.
Turn up. Hey.
On Thursday through Saturday.
Plug it in.
Next weekend.
Plug it in.
I'm at Cleveland.
You where?
I'm in Cleveland.
He don't know plug himself, yo. Plug
I
yourself,
know,
Remo.
bro. Plug it, Remo.
You doing Instagram?
You still alive, man?
Shameless plug.
Make sure y'all follow me on the Instagram.
On
On your Instagrams. Remo, REMO_MILLZ. But I'm gonna be at the Funny Bone Thursday through Saturday. Come check me out. That's 5 shows. 1 show Thursday, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday.
Okay.
How much tickets is?
That's why I do not know. But if you hit me up in advance, I might be able to get you on the guest list. So the tickets are free.
Oh, Remo.
I'm in you up in the bed.
I need 2 of them joints.
Alright.
I like your voicemail.
Oh, let me check my phone. I don't see that. No, definitely.
You know it's song to somebody's shit when it comes to ass. Look at it.
Now, shout out Big Murder. So we about to get into our quick questions.
Yay.
So we gonna let our mamas pick the first topic.
I love quick questions. Well, that's too skinny. I like the in-depth one.
Yeah, say skinny ones for me.
You like them?
Say the skinny ones for you.
You know what? Y'all in the
So we actually had our panel since we've started. They've added questions to our quick questions. So we got fresh topics, like literally like 20 minutes ago topics.
Okay, let's go.
You know.
Let's rock. Here we go.
Okay.
Are we only doing a little bit of time on each? Or
No, we just rocking out.
We're going to see where it goes.
Yeah.
This is a little interesting. Do females actually want full equality? Wait.
Good.
For myself, speaking for myself, no, I don't. I like my brother and my dad to take out the trash. I don't want to take out the trash.
Well, I guess I have to agree with that then, because I mean, I have a son and I make him take out the trash. Hell, I have never in all my years on earth like washing dishes, so I make him do that too. You know, so I just feel like, no, I agree. No.
I said it in the small things. Now the big things, I mean,
In the job areas, do you
when it comes to
for
things
equality?
that like matter on the grand scheme of things, yeah. I mean, it would be nice to be able to do the same job that Remo does, and if we have the same skill set, I want the same paycheck he gets.
And be accepted.
I don't think that should be a discussion that we have to have.
So you want to be included?
But
in
is
the
it a discussion? Absolutely.
What do you think?
Dude, I don't know.
Do you think it's division?
Do
Do you think it's division because it's males versus females?
It's just, I think it's more of a homeboy thing. I'm gonna pick my homeboy up before.
My homegirl?
Or, I mean, even still, if I'm cool with you, I mean, I think it's equality on certain levels, yeah. I think that, how can I say this? Because it's deep.
Say it the way you want to
It's
say
deeper.
it.
I feel like in some situations it's deeper than gender. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily that you're a female, but it's kind of like, I'm going to put my boy in a position rather than I put you, whether you a woman or not, you know, in certain situations.
Because that's who you got a connection.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
do you think people
that women
turn
should have
things
equality.
into gender and race? Because it makes it easier.
Yes.
For them to swallow it.
Division is the easiest way to take down a giant.
Right.
Yeah.
If I divide you into parts, I'm killing.
Right.
But I think there should be equality for women on everything, except for, like, I think that one thing that's been taken out of context for me personally is like sports. You know how, like, women, the transgender community should not be competing with women. I don't think so.
What you mean, like a trans, like somebody who's transitioning into a male shouldn't compete with women?
Yeah.
Why?
I think the first NFL player will be a transgender woman. Like the first woman
and you think that's wrong?
The first woman to play football will be transgender.
But that's a man, right? A transgender woman is once a man.
Once a man and then turn to a woman.
So it's still technically.
Oh,
biologically, it's still a man.
Yeah, that's gonna be the first one to cross the barrier.
But then that's not. That's
because
hard because that's still not biologically.
Right, but see, the thing is that comes into play there is hormones.
Yeah.
Testosterone.
Right.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing. Like, who is stronger?
Stronger, something like that. It's just biological.
Right. That's why I feel like a man that used to be, a woman that used to be a man, when you come to play sports that women are used to playing,
can hurt us for real.
I don't feel like you should play those sports, just being honest, because you're stronger than them.
Because you're taking
whether you you identify with women, you're technically biologically still a man, so you can
right, like you can hurt me. Like what is the football that women play? The T-ball or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, with the little
drop tops. I don't know what that means.
Softball or baseball.
I don't know.
That's true.
Yo,
With that being said, what about the males that want to be transgender female?
That's what I'm talking about.
Me being gay in my workplace, I have 2 straight males and 2 straight co-managers over me.
Right.
And they don't cut me no slack. I have to do everything these straight guys are doing. Right. So if I was to decide tomorrow I want to talk hormones, wear a wig, they're just going to look at me like, no, you're going to lift this, you're going to do this, you're going to do that.
But in the same regard, we are the perfect example. Because, you know, we had the same job. We had the same job. We actually, hold on one second. We actually started out as me being his manager, him being my employee, and then we both ended up both in a management position in retail. And we both had the same job responsibilities. I stopped, he stopped. Whether it was bleach, you know, pallets of bleach. I still had to pull the same amount of pallets that he had to pull. It was no discrimination. There was no separation of race, church, state, nothing. We had the same.
That's why I say it's sports, though. That's why I
I just feel like sports because you're gonna win over me. Being still, you were born a man and now you want to be a woman. You're gonna win over me like track. But see, I feel like a man racing against another man, you're gonna be faster versus a man that's being a woman races against another woman.
Let me say this. This is my thing. When you say, okay, I want equality in these areas and I want this and I want that. You have to think that they make laws.
Thank you.
And situations based on, I know I'm about to go in your alley.
Come on.
They make laws and situations based on the whole, not your individual situation.
Right.
So it's not fair to ask them to look at the whole United States of America and make a law based on what you feel. Because it's fucking possible to do it that way. Absolutely. They're not breaking it down like, okay, well, we're going to do just Virginia law. And then we're going to do Richmond law. And then we're going to do Northside law.
You're going to
and then we're going to do Park law. You know what I'm saying? They don't do it like that.
But they do have laws that's just Virginia law versus Texas law. They do have that.
Because you have the Commonwealth, the state law and common law, and then you have, like, we're the Commonwealth. Yeah. So
but I mean, in the same time, it's still not
different.
too many times in sports where they are. I don't know what sports they're
doing.
But
sports is an entity by itself.
They doing everything. MMA. I think that like MMA was what really made me feel that way because this dude, this guy who transitioned, he crushed the girl's skull.
Because he's biologically a man. He's biologically.
That's what I'm thinking. Like you had that testosterone. You had that testosterone.
But in MMA, men versus men, you gotta have that situation where a man crushes another man.
I'm sorry. You never gonna
man versus woman.
Only thing I can say towards
exactly
a transgender being in a sport with
because it naturally functions that way.
actual born female or male, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Right.
You like everybody always sit there and say, I work at McDonald's, you signed that application.
Absolutely.
You know when you stepped into the MAA ring that what was going on.
Not if you
if you don't know if you about to go up against a transgender.
That's
I would
true.
be like, nope.
I feel that.
But
you still signed yourself up for that.
But the law could change after you
like
signed up.
it's one of those things. It's a status quo there.
Right.
Like it's just one of those things. Like okay, I decide I want to go into wrestling. Granted, Von's bigger than me. I step in the ring with Von. It's like, do you really want to do this? Von probably looking at me like this damn gay boy. I'm about to knock the hell out of him. Literally, you know, I take Von down the first 3 minutes. I mean, it's always just that status quo.
But that's different to me because that's two males still to me. Regardless of what your
But then you gotta
status
think
is.
about it. What if I stepped in the ring as a transgender female
Against me.
against you, and you beat me? Then what's going to be said?
I know for a fact I'm not about to beat you.
It's just like one of those things like, oh, he got beat
about to
by a
turn
girl.
my ass
He's
up.
trying to be a girl, got beat by a girl. It's the realness of it. If you beat me, it's, oh, he got beat by a girl. You trying to be a girl, you got beat by a girl. If I beat you, oh, no, that's messed up. No. How does that step in the ring? I don't get that. Like, that's not fair. We knew
you could be a small male to a huge female,
right?
and
It goes both.
I think it should be a transgender.
Like I've literally watched
It should be
weight on her boyfriend.
Weight class.
And
That's why they have
weight class. Still, it should not be over the weight limit.
Yeah,
because in reality, even most of the transgender women, they are still sometimes overweight, and then they're matching them up with women that are smaller.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You need to match them by weight class. If you want to be a woman, I can't discriminate against you because you want to be addressed as she, her, whatever.
He, them.
But at the same time, if you 110 pounds and I'm 110 pounds, yes, go ahead and match yourself.
But I'm 110 pounds of muscle and he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Women are more.
I come in like this.
Because of equality.
Your 110 is like this.
Hold on. We got Dustin chiming in from Facebook, and he said, no disrespect, they shouldn't be playing. He does not agree. He does not think they should be playing either.
I feel like there should be a transgender sport.
Well, I mean, let's look at it from
equality.
I agree with it too.
Hey, look, I'm sorry, it's rare I do this, but I was a wrestler in high school. I had to wrestle against females. Alright, so it comes to the point where, like you said, if they are the same weight class, if their coach decide to put them in the ring with me, I treat them like every other motherfucker to get in the ring with me.
Right.
And now, if the tricks that I was taught that exploits their genitals or what may have it, it is what it is. You shouldn't have stepped your ass in here with me.
And that's what I just
period.
But if she's saying it's okay, I feel like there should be like a waiver or something that can be signed. Especially if you say, like you said, you signed up for it originally.
They
signed up. When people came to wrestling 10 years ago,
that waiver
and 5 years ago they decided to allow transgenders in. You signed up before they even.
That's not my problem. My problem is to win this match.
There should be a waiver, and the girl saying, "I'm okay with fighting."
But then you come across this too, where it's like, as a man, you're taught you never should lose to a woman.
Right. But that's a societal thing.
And so it brings that about too. So when I get into the ring and I got a woman I'm wrestling against, she's 275 pounds. I'm 275 pounds. Sure, you ain't gonna beat me. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what we gotta do.
Dustin said, no matter the weight class, a man's weight is always going to be heavier.
Yep. Exactly, because we weight is muscle. We're muscle. We're more muscle than a woman is.
Right. And it's a complex situation when it comes to that. And at the end of the day, I get that you are transitioning to a woman, but at the same time, your natural biological way that you were born, I feel like you should still play the sport that way, and I'm just being real.
I mean, let's look at
it. To make it fair.
Well, let's look at it from the non-sports perspective then, right? So you look at, like, the overall perspective of how this, even from the basis of, like, how this whole country was fucking created. This country was created by fucking white men. It's a patriarchy. it has always been established for men to be the dominant figure. Period. Across the board. But we live in a society now that we know women can keep up. We know that y'all can hold y'all
So
own
you
in
think
particular
that
situations.
females should have full equality with males?
And it's certainly absolutely.
But I think women were made that way, though.
I think you should get the same pay as me. I think you should get the same health care as me, if not more, because you have different biological makeup than I do. I think that you should get the same amount of debt that I can that have the possibility to get. I think you should get the same education that I can.
You can keep the debt.
Right.
I'm about to say, you can keep the draft, too, because I'm not getting my ass
We're going to move on to the next topic. We're going to let Remo pitch the next one.
I'm with you.
Happy Halloween, and we're almost at New Year's.
Truth be told.
Speak the truth.
A man can't handle the same hurt, the same kind of hurt he gives a woman.
Damn right.
You got damn right.
Oh, I'm proud you said. Give me 5, brother.
Let me tell
I'm
you
glad
something.
you said that.
Coming from a personal view, let me tell you, I have grown, but I done put some women in some positions.
Shout out to Jessica all the way from Atlanta tuning in.
Hey,
Okay,
I done put some women in positions that I could not handle. Like, if I was, if they would do that to me, I would have kirked the fuck.
What kind of situations? He said, baby, I promise.
Dead.
I'm scared.
Look, these dollar earrings.
Not the dollar. She said the dollar.
Yes.
$1.
$1.
Each of the
Allow me to be like emotionally invested, and then I just cut off. Like sometimes I have that.
So you let them plug all the way in, and you just unplug them.
Yep.
You shouldn't have to be
Why?
hanged.
Why do that?
I don't know.
You have commitment issues?
So you still don't know.
Time
Time out. So you still don't know why you do that.
I mean,
Are you making a turn for the better?
Do you have daddy issues?
no, it's not daddy
It's
issues.
mama
I mean,
issues.
it's for me. It's kind of like I'm a big energy person, and if I feel like the energy ain't there no more,
So why not just be keep it real?
Keep it real.
that's what I do though.
Yeah.
I keep it real.
How?
but-
You just say you let them plug all the way
But
in.
look, listen, no, it's a difference between saying I can handle that and actually handling that.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I'm
if she
saying?
says she can handle it, at that point it's on her. It's on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you're openly communicating.
Hold on. Okay, so when you unplug, do you just go completely black, or do you like look, sis? This is out.
Oh no, I kind of.
You still helping her.
See, you're not.
That's
too
the problem.
I'm like, yo, they be like, hey, I'm like,
But when she call you at 2 a.m., hold on. She calling you. Hold on. When she call you at 2 a.m., are you still picking up?
I mean, if I don't want to deal with it, then no.
If he need his noodle wet, he might.
It just depends on the person. It literally depends on the person. I'm telling you, like, my thing is that when I see a red flag, regardless if it's a good red flag or it's me, a lot of times I jump on that feeling of it being a red flag, whether I'm right or wrong. And then if I'm wrong, then it's kind of like, well, damn, I done so much damage. Then what do I do?
Did you apologize?
To that person? Sometimes
No, because he ghosted her. So if he is a ghost, Casper don't come out and apologize.
Right.
Hey, he might fly through the wall one time, like, hey, my bad.
My bad.
Make me laugh if we gonna fuck
My bad. That's when you get punched in the face.
Well, I don't think men can handle what they dish out because they feel like women are emotional beings.
Right.
Granted, that's in our. You said we
It's in our
Some of
makeup.
y'all.
You damn right. We can't
It's in our makeup.
But it's our genetic makeup to be nurturers and stuff. And Dustin said, no, they can't. Y'all can't at all handle what y'all dish out.
No, that's
He
fine.
would know. He would know. That's my best
Oh, she
friend.
tried.
That's my best friend. Love you guys, but he would know. But
He would know.
but you know, I know. Yeah.
Right.
y'all
I can't give to. I can't. I
So-
cannot make.
so you said we can't handle-
push one.
He said, "Pray
Shit.
She was in pain when she walked in. Like, get out my body. This is not your house.
What you mean you was in pain?
We talked about it. When
Oh,
I
we
came
not
to the table.
doing no Braxton Hicks.
No, we good.
No,
Okay,
she
all
good.
right.
She good.
Cut. We going
I'm just
on.
very uncomfortable,
We done?
but I'm good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Look, she about to jump in. You good, bitch? You gonna shut this whole shit down. Fuck all of them. Me and you, bitch. Me and you. What's good? What's going on? You alright? You good?
You saw me turn to her like, bitch, like, excuse me. You didn't tell me like that because we wouldn't have
Look,
started
when you say
filming.
Brexit, his shit got real. That's some pain take nobody until.
We wouldn't have started filming. We would have said, fuck the camera. Sorry, y'all came out, but okay.
Watch.
But yeah, I really don't feel like guys can't. I feel like if a female cheats on you,
oh my gosh,
you can't receive it the same way.
Y'all ready to test shit out?
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill him.
I'm about to kill myself. That be the funniest shit when niggas, when men say they about to kill themselves. I'm not gonna live too much longer. I be like, oh, so how long you got? How long you got?
If I say I'm gonna kill myself and you put LOL, we fucking fight.
That's right.
You come with me. Pack your bags.
Did you hear what she said though? She said, if a nigga say I'm about to kill myself, she said, how long you got?
No, but for real, I went through that with her ex. Her ex, he was like, Mel, I don't have too much longer to live.
Okay.
What you got canceled? What you got? I'm not being funny, but what the hell you got? It's like, man, I'm gonna kill myself, baby. I'm not getting back with you because you put your hands on me.
I know that's right.
Please, I don't give a damn what you do to yourself. I'm not coming to the funeral either.
I know that's right.
You gonna have to hunt me for all eternity.
I'm at home drinking at your funeral.
Listen, hold on, let me drink to that.
I'm at home.
Water.
No water. I'm gonna take a shot of Hennessy to your death. This song's dedicated to my homies. Okay.
Ain't even wasting no Hennessy on the
Gonna drink it. Gonna drink it. The cap is gonna be on the bottle.
You know what?
Oh my.
No cap.
I can't handle the stuff that y'all handle. I can't handle the stuff that y'all handle.
So in other words, guys, you just can't handle it.
No.
Y'all ain't ready.
I got built the
Come to
same.
that
Y'all
conclusion
ain't
that
ready. You want to pick a
that's
topic?
true to be told.
Pick a quick question. Quickly.
But this one's written in pencil, so I know it's gonna be a good one.
Was it really nothing else? Like typed. It like it's typed.
Really?
Come on with it.
It's a real question.
Who respects other people's relationships more, men or women, and why?
Other people's relationships?
Other people. Like if you knew the bitch was in a relationship, would you respect it, or
like
was she be the person that respected
depends
it?
on the person.
I feel like men.
Yeah, that ain't a
respect
gender
another person's
thing.
relationship more.
What?
What'd you say? Say it
I
again.
feel like men will respect another person's relationship.
Have you met the men that respect other people's
Y'all
relationships? Because I don't think
Listen, I don't care if you
I don't think that's
No.
true. I feel like females respect the relationship first.
Amen. Amen.
What?
No. Hold up. Let me tell you. And I'm not, I swear to God, I'm not going to say no names, but especially in what I do, and I've dealt with some real,
Hold on, y'all.
I've dealt with some celebrities, okay? And like some famous comedians. You know, I'm always in the comedy club. Let me tell you, some of these women are relentless. And they throw the pussy with it. They throw it at you. And if you don't catch it, they'll come back like, nigga, I threw pussy at you. You ain't see that?
Yes.
They will keep going. I swear. And that, like, I see some dudes be alright, but I see more women do that than anything.
Me too.
And they don't give a damn. If your wife ain't gotta know.
And I'm gay,
too,
and
but
I've
like-
literally had females that I'm a manager, and I've had associates throw themselves at me, females throw themselves at me, and it's like, wow, like I'm your whole manager, and I'm in a relationship right now, like,
And I'm gay.
And I'm gay.
You're on the wrong side of the track.
I'm playing the
That ain't
field.
even what
and
I
I'm like,
You ain't got the right tires. What you got?
That's my type. That's my type.
on some real shit. My literally last shift, the last shift I got paid for, I slid on this girl. I was like, so you mad at me? She was like, what you mean? I was like, well, you ain't talked to me in a minute. Like, what's going on? She was like, I mean, this, that, and the third. Reason being, because she was like, I'm a Capricorn, you're a Capricorn. I like to have sex, this, that, and the third. You like to have sex too? I'm like, yeah. So I like dark-skinned guys. I was like, oh, I like light-skinned guys. Like, but at the same time, she has not talked to me since that conversation 3 weeks ago.
Cause y'all can't go dick shopping.
I literally rolled up on her and I was
y'all
like,
can't go dick shopping.
Wait, what's going on? Like, why you not
She
talking
was
to me
looking
no
for
more?
a best friend.
Because she.
But I have another associate. He's on the hookup apps, and I asked him like, "Yo, you on the hookup apps?" He's like, "What? I don't know nothing about that." Like literally, that literally happened. This is a true story. Like I was like, "Yo, you on the hookup app?" He was like, "No, I'm not on the hookup app." I was like, "Oh, okay." Dead it right there. But as for her, it was like, now you don't want to talk to me. I'm your whole manager. You got to confide in me. You have to confide in me. I tell you what you do each day. And I literally rolled up on her. I was like, what's going on? Why we not talking no more? I was like, what did you do? Yeah. She was like, no, I'm good.
Thought we was Capricorn.
I wanted to be with
She thought she could change you.
Like, she was throw it at you. Like, no, this is what I want.
She tried to turn him back.
Yeah.
Hey,
I know you liked it.
shout out to Medea. Welcome to the chat, Melissa.
That's
Yeah,
the truth.
that's
I
crazy.
do
Think
feel
about
like
it is,
females
though,
do. They
Women don't.
Hold on, I run across men all the time that be like, and mind you, I be lying myself because I don't have a man right now. I just have a male friend. But man, oh, you can't have friends. What you mean? I can't have friends? I just told you.
That's the number one line for a nigga.
I be doing something every night to my friend. Like, no, I can't have friends for what? What I'm having friends for? You can put my number in your phone. Whole time you got a whole wife at home that you at this job here working to provide for, but you want to holler at me. What you gonna do with me? Cause baby, I want some coins. I need an oil change. I need some new tires, and I need some new vans. What you need? Okay.
I might be able to do bands.
I need hold on. I need light bill maintenance and shoes.
Thank you.
What's up?
Light bill maintenance and shoes.
Because all I'm saying is, I got an old school daddy. My daddy a little old, so I know about giving up them coins. You got to pay to play, baby.
Right.
And there ain't no prostitution, baby, but I'm just saying you want my attention. Time is money.
Right. Amen. Church.
And the cigarette goes out, that's all the time.
I zoned in on it.
Bitch,
too.
Time is money.
bitch. I need to be.
Everybody be talking about, oh, they want $40. It ain't about $40, baby, but men pay to play. All I'm saying. I mean, you ain't finna come sit up here, keep laying up in my crib. You ain't paying nothing, baby. Lights come on, TV come on, and you call me.
Netflix and chill is not free, bitch.
Oh, ching ching, ching ching, good paying up hit me in my head.
I think women, yeah.
But you know what though, dudes do that, but I think that women they do it and it's like it's gonna work. There's no backlash to it. It's kind of like all right, so what's up? You know what I'm saying? You with it or what? And the dude, we so dumb, we get caught when we do dumb stuff like that. Hey, can I be your friend? Women like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? They get it.
But you know what the thing is times have changed. It has really changed from how it was when I was in high school versus me becoming a mother versus me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, at first, men, I could say 150%. I even feel still now, like, being a female, I'm not the one, but female, but male, I feel like we're more careful with our approach.
We outnumbered. As men, we are outnumbered.
That's the problem.
So when y'all see, not y'all.
Melissa said, praise him. I know that's right. Clink, clink, lockdown.
But when you see potential, though, I think it's more.
She said, tell homegirl in the jean jacket outfit, come help us at work. Shout out to Mel.
Okay.
Oh, the question.
All right, what's the next one?
Are you ready for the next one?
Get ready to get off that.
All right, I'm going to pick a question. And then we're going to move on to a topic. So what do I got?
Uh-oh, there's a lot of words on here.
That's a little pack.
Do you think men are not programmed to be monogamous, or is it that you have to catch them in the right place and time in life? I think you gotta catch them in the right place and time. Remo said, Remo said you gotta catch me.
You got to catch me. Here it is, because early in my life I wasn't ready for a relationship.
Yeah, but
I didn't have the same value.
But when you get to a certain age, do you stay ready, or is it that you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in single mode.
No,
I feel like there's
what do you mean by that?
You gotta get like all right. I mean I know a lot of.
Do you think we go through it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the right timing. Sometimes you see that some people in relationships with people that they not even happy with. They stay there. Then you jump out of that relationship and here come God and sent you somebody who's do you
and
good.
I ain't ready.
Oh my God.
And I ain't ready.
And you ain't ready because
you
still
think you need to be by
treat
yourself.
him like the last dude. You gonna treat her like the last woman. Like you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you got to catch. What happened?
Right.
You got to catch me though, because I mean, in my last relationship, I ain't gonna say I was totally ready for her, but the next one gonna be beast mode.
Okay,
yeah. But
That's terrible.
I took some time to myself though. That's something that I didn't do for that.
But
last
you need
relationship.
to though.
Yeah. And you gotta figure out who you are.
Yeah.
You gotta establish your value. You can't come on my shaky foundation and thinking something gonna work. My foundation ain't right. So guess what, bitch? A brick gonna fucking drop on this.
Thank you.
So you gonna have to deal with some construction. That's what I had on.
Still so hard and on. And I hope you beat it when I'm done with building this motherfucking building.
You got somebody that's whole.
Yeah, but
So bitch gotta have her steel toe boots lace stuff. Is what you're saying?
And where I'm at now, when I'm ready for this next relationship, I will be completely ready.
Yeah.
I will be spiritually ready.
You sure?
I will be mentally ready. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Sure.
I am because I understand now that I got bullshit and you got bullshit.
There's
so
a leak
at the
in
end
this
of the
whole
day,
building.
we got
My soul.
we
Here's my
put
question.
this together.
I'm a formulate a question. But like you're saying, you're gonna be spiritually ready and all this for your next relationship. So, like, what if you ran into your person before you were there? What would you do then? Because how do you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, in some situations, in some relationships,
Be straight up.
you have to get to the point where, I mean, I've learned as an adult, is that everybody isn't on the level that you are at.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, say I ran into somebody and I fell in love, and I'm like, okay, this is who I want to be with. But then I see this wrong, and this wrong, and this wrong, and this wrong. But they weren't raised like me. They didn't understand the things that I understand. Their mental capacity isn't where mine is, but they have the potential to be there. So do you give them the opportunity to grow with you? Teach them, like, communicate properly. Goddamn it. Yo.
The couch, they were the same thing I wanted to say. I was gonna say, I think it's about communication.
Yeah.
But how do you go about that? Because you're not saying. I'm not saying something like, okay, so this nigga brushed his teeth to the left, so we need to go.
No, I'm saying like
rooted stuff. No, like credit, bills, children. You know what I'm saying? Shit that's gonna really.
But the thing is, you cannot expect to meet somebody and they're gonna be exactly where you are.
Out the box, right
because we are all different people. We're all individuals.
Out the box people. I've met some out the box, open up. Oh my God, you are perfect.
Oh, okay.
Really?
But then you cheated on me.
Yeah. See, that's not no out the box person.
But then I met some people. I've opened the box. I'm like, no.
They appear to be out the box.
Give me 1 more second. I've opened the box and said, you know what? I think I might keep this one. Like
but they still have faults.
Oh yeah, I mean I've met them like that.
I'm being serious. No,
I'm not expecting.
No.
Listen, expecting them.
Yo, this is what I'm saying.
Shout out to B. Thank you for watching.
They couldn't let go of temptation. That was a fault.
Go ahead.
I got a puppy. 3 days being with me.
No, he got a horse.
Out the box.
That motherfucker big.
I got
talk about that.
The damn stallion.
And then once days go by, hours go by, months go by, it's like, whoa.
When you
this
get
is
to
not
know
what
him.
I thought this.
When you get to know him.
People have stuff too.
Yeah. You
have to. It's always a
In the
learning
box,
curve.
in the corner,
And for it to be something around those lines, you have to think about it.
So my question was, do you accept them with that and grow with them, or do you be like, now let me throw you
That's a decision
back
you have to
in
make.
the motherfucking ocean and pick a new fish?
You gotta take that time you have to take that time individually to know what you're willing to put up with and what you're willing to wait for and what you're not.
Yeah.
That's the part of knowing. That's the part of knowing yourself and knowing who you are and have done the work on yourself.
But the problem with that is, for me, Kevin, is that people wear masks.
And that's
like I'm
gonna say this.
Like, hold up, out the box, like 4 years out the box. That's a long ass time to invest in somebody. To wake up and be like, I don't know who the fuck you are after 4 years.
I mean, also
goddamn long.
People change. People evolve. You can't expect people to be the exact same person you met them on day one.
Fiance,
on day 3,000.
This nigga said my second fiance.
No, we changed. I got a promotion at my job. I moved to a new house. I financed a vehicle. And you're literally still sitting in the same old no birth certificate, no social security card. You're unidentified.
He's illegal alien. He was alien.
He wants to be illegal alien. If he got a car accident, no, listen, if he got a car accident,
I don't know.
We wouldn't know how to identify him.
He would be literally buried and cremated in
John Doe.
John Doe.
You.
Straight up. And I'm like, yo, I got promoted. I financed a car. I moved. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You making strides moving forward. You literally don't have a social security card, no birth certificate. People change. And that's what ended us. So I'm like, yo, you need to make yourself better. And that's what ended us.
This is my thing. You know, when you feeling somebody, a lot of times you put on these glasses that this person is perfect.
You do.
And they show you themselves.
Rose-colored glasses.
And they show you themselves, but you are willing to look past that. Because you see what you see in that person. But you see what you want to see. And then at the end, when they really show you, I know of a situation. All right, this person is going through. So this person showed themselves early, and they ignored the signs. And now it's to a point where they so far downhill. It's a fight between love and what's really right. You know what I'm saying? This person is dogging the shit out of the other person.
So what do you listen to?
I mean, who knows?
Because love makes you.
No one knows.
Love makes you kind of like.
Love makes you vulnerable. Love makes you weak. Love makes you strong.
Said it right. Love is blind.
And at the end of the day, like I said, it's communication. It's understanding. If somebody starts showing you some stuff that you don't like, it's all on you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Do we have an understanding that understand that this person's gonna build and be a better person, or you gonna be like, you know what?
Yeah, because you gotta have. You cannot control other people. You gotta have the strength and understanding to walk away when it's not right and good for you.
I believe every relationship, you stay for what you're attracted to. What attracted me to you, I'm staying for that. Mm-hmm. Once that's over, I'm like, whoa, I see all these red. I should have moved.
When you see those red flags, you need to be the fuck
out.
Somebody
shows you who they are, believe them.
Come on, those red flags, when they put their hands on you, when they lie, when they don't show up when you need them the most, when they don't console you when they need you. Like, come on now, you are smart, and a lot of people say, oh, but I love them. But love don't pay the rent. Love do not bust you upside your head. Love don't lie to you. Love is not gonna not pull up when you get in a car accident. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
That's all I got.
The facts are the facts.
Right. And I mean, nobody's perfect, but also like in the realm of the partner aspect of it, is that partner willing to make those changes? Are they willing to make that happen?
And that's the thing about growth.
Right. Are you willing to
grow?
I'm willing to walk through it, and if I gotta write that shit down, if you gotta tell me 8, 9, 10 times for repetition, baby, then tell me. Okay. Because I want to be here with you. I want to make sure I'm right.
I want to be your lover.
Let me bring it back. And see, my problem with that whole repetition thing. My problem with that repetition thing. I got 2 motherfucking kids. Yep. Now, I repeat to my children. Yep. If I gotta repeat to my mates, my nigga, that's the same job I'm doing as a mother.
No, but I feel like it's a difference between keep making somebody do something and teaching someone something versus a check type thing. Like, if your man is like, all right, babe, this is what I want to do, this is what I need to do, X, Y, Z, and then you checking in with him, that's completely different from hey, you supposed to be doing this, you supposed to be doing that. That's me and somebody's mom. Ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah, and that's my point.
Yeah, that's I'm not doing.
Yeah.
But like, if you but being
because Google has an app set up called Reminders. You know, and Google works for you.
But that's a part of being someone's partner as well. It's to walk that walk with them. If they're trying to change something or grow in some way, that's a part of being their partner.
The stereotype also about women versus men is that we as women are more organized. We're better with keeping shit together. The glue in between the cracks, like you draw a square, we're the motherfucking corners. You know what I'm saying?
Some women. Let's not categorize everybody.
Let me tell you, I done seen some.
I'm the glue, nigga. But I'm saying, like, if you're the glue and you're holding together everything, who's holding you together?
Right. But it's supposed to be,
you know what I'm saying, and that's what people forget about relationships.
True.
It's not about just you and me. It's about you, me, my kids, my family. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair if it's one person holding all that load. Because I hate being in situations where it feel like if my back gets too heavy and I can't hold that. And I fail. What the fuck is gonna happen to the rest of us?
Well, then you don't. That relationship ain't a healthy relationship.
Exactly.
If I feel like I'm falling, you ain't got my back, then what am I with you for?
Exactly.
What we together for?
So then you don't. You move on. You find like I'm telling you, like
supposed to be stronger together.
Yeah, I'm supposed to feel like a unit, man.
Exactly.
I need to feel like that. This is it.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want. And if you got some stuff, I feel like this is it because I can deal with that little bullshit that you got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can deal with that a little bit because that's what it is. But no, man, you don't ever supposed to be in a relationship with somebody who's not making you happy. I need to be happy when I wake up to when I go to sleep. I need to dream about your ass. When I wake up,
while we dreaming, would you like to pick our first topic?
The topic. This is the jaw.
That's the
y'all
real
see
jaw.
this grandma jaw? They stole this from Big Mama.
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up, nigga. Hold it.
It matched our glasses.
Right.
Yeah, correlation.
All right. I top.
Spell that, Alexa.
So you meet a guy or girl, y'all vibing hard.
Shout out to Carlina for this topic.
You can see y'all practically made for each other, and boom, you find out she's dated your brother or sister. This could be a close friend from way back when. Is your relationship over because of their past relationship? Hell no, just mine now.
I'm out of frame. Hold on.
Just mine. Kill yourself. You let it go. Too bad. You let the shit go. It's mine now. Thank you.
Exactly.
All I have is my mother and my little sister.
Try to fuck out. Hello. Kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
No,
Let it go. Let it go.
Here it is.
That's it. And I ain't got time for it.
Unless y'all still like dealing, no. If y'all been this is the past relationship, you should be able to overlook that.
Exactly. You adults.
You adults. You grow.
Communicate. Oh, you dated. Oh, okay, y'all.
So are you saying the conversation needs to be still had? I'm sorry, kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
That's my boo. This day. Hey, oh, you know him? That's my nigga. We all friends. I ain't got to introduce you no more. You know it. Anyway, let me introduce you to somebody you don't know. Hey, grandma. Like this.
Hey, grandma.
Do y'all need to have a conversation about the past? Or are you like, okay, wait, it's the past, so it don't matter?
I've had this happen, and it's disgusting.
Really?
The
I've had it happen too, but I was
person
super
that
young, it don't
molested
matter.
me was the one with a person that I was frequently having sex with.
Oh, y'all
And
feel.
What the fuck?
It was disgusting.
That's on a whole different level.
So it just for someone to sit there and have it's the truth, but it's I could never
make you want to drink.
I could never sit there and know. I mean, all I have in my life is my mother and my sister.
Right.
So for my brother-in-law to divorce my sister or my sister's ex-boyfriend, just to know that went on with y'all. That's disgusting to me. I couldn't deal with that. Like Bree, like it's just like just because you did something. No.
What did I do? What the fuck did I do?
Like now.
But I mean, on the level of it didn't happen like.
And what? Okay, let me clarify for 1 second. For someone to sit there and know that this person was my best friend, my sister, this, that, and the third, any person in my life, and you think you can come walk into my life and do the same thing you did to them, to me, no, I couldn't do that. I personally, mentally could not do that. I could not open my body to you, my mind and my soul to you, knowing that you hurt my sister, my mother, my best friend. I can't do that. I
feel like that's one of those situations where you have to, like you said, I feel like it's something to have a conversation about.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation.
And I got a situation I can speak on. So
when
I was in like high school, like 9th grade.
True. It is situational.
It was this guy who dated me after he dated my stepsister, my adopted sister. And we had a conversation though. It was like, sis, do you feel some type of way? Like, was you like into him like that? And she was like, nah, fuck him. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Do you? You know what I'm saying? And then when the shit hit the fan, this is what got me though. When the shit hit the fan, it was like, oh, so she just went and fucking dated this nigga that I was fucking with. No, bitch, that's not what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, I mean, y'all, they didn't have sex. They didn't have any type of in-depth relationship. And it was high school, and I was 14, my nigga. Like, so I didn't understand. Would I do that shit now? No, because it was too much motherfucking extra shit for no motherfucking reason. Like, as an adult, no. If you're my friend and I dated him, I had sex with him, leave him the fuck alone. Go and get with his best friend.
Yeah,
get with his brother. Get with his cousins. Get with his daddy. Get whoever the fuck you want to get. Just don't get him.
I can come to your wedding. Like, and you're married to somebody and have a whole relationship.
But I had a situation where, so I got back with him as an adult, and then I got inbox messages like, why the fuck you get back with him? Because I already dated the motherfucker. Like, I can redate.
I already know what the fuck I'm going through.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
I know what I'm going through.
So I redated him. And that time around, this shit changed the equation a little bit because I'm an adult.
But you're right.
But still, it's not like we shared him intimately. We didn't share him on a lot of levels. Would you have gotten
back with him if he messed?
No, because the bitch was married already. So no, it wasn't that type of situation. So I was like, why am I wrong for what I did when I just redated somebody that I already dated? You know what I'm saying?
First of all, at 14, you know what the hell love is.
Exactly. No, I said at 14, I
was not curved with chicks.
But she said that.
Y'all was in middle school.
I have a question. So,
no, I was in high
school. Do you feel like it's different?
I was a 9th grader.
Yes.
After school program. I ain't date you because you had Mr. Lawrence for science.
Don't do that.
So do y'all feel like it's different for men versus women?
Yes.
Because when Remo said it was just like, I mean, whatever.
But when I talk about
it, as a woman, you start thinking about it, and you like,
because you get the drama. You get the drama.
But I say that
you get the drama behind it. Men don't get that drama behind it. Men, they just on the end, whatever.
You know why? Because it's the difference between riding and sliding. I just want to let you know.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
riding and sliding.
I done been in that situation before, and it was with 2 friends with the same guy. It was a best friend and just a friend. The friend had sex with him, and then the best friend went with him. So it was like on my end, like me and him.
Nails going on.
Me and him. The thing about me and him, we was just cool, but we done went out of town together and everything. We done stayed at the Ritz-Carlton. We done went to Georgia and all that. And then the best friend like, I didn't know y'all dealt with each other, which I was cool with because she didn't know. So I was fine with that. But then she talking about the friend, I was like, oh, sis did that. So I asked sister about it. Sister ain't confessed to it, but it was all in the proof of the pudding of the text messages. So it's like,
Screenshot is a bitch.
Woo!
I don't care, really. I really don't.
That motherfucker wrong.
At that point, I was like, I don't care,
I
but
got
you can
screenshot.
tell
I
me the
just say hello.
truth. It was fucked up.
I never delivered a baby, so we ain't got time for that shit tonight.
We can learn. I always wanted to deliver a baby.
What?
I wanted to be a labor and deliverer. I always wanted to deliver a baby.
I'm taking camera off your ass.
We'll deliver the baby for you, girl. We got you. Give me some hot water and towels.
I ain't got time. I'm going home.
Wait, I'm still talking about this topic.
Home, y'all.
Go ahead, speak on it.
Because, wait. You're telling me, if my best friend dated a man, and then years down the line, I dated that same man that she dated, and it's cool.
Thinking of marriage, yep.
Hell no.
They love each other.
Sister, best
No,
friend.
that's not right.
Yes.
I don't think it's right.
Bro code.
Yeah, I couldn't do that either.
Speak
I
on
don't
it.
want nobody that.
Speak on it.
How you
But they say
how you
it's
listen to that wedding? Like, I don't think that's right.
I think,
But we didn't talk about marriage, nigga.
Yeah, but I think it also depends on the relationship because it's
Marriage, I don't walk into a relationship without
so like
thinking
the
about
past
marriage.
relationship wasn't
Yes,
just
now.
clean.
Personally, this is
Hold on, let her speak first.
Period.
Well, I mean, also it depends on the relationship, in my opinion. Like, was it just a fling, or like y'all just went on a couple dates, or like y'all was together for 4 years, and had a house together and paying bills together, and then me and him met, and I was like, ooh, that's my boo. Like, I feel like that's completely different.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
don't give a damn.
I'm like, girl, you good?
Kiss,
Yeah,
hold
Do it
hands.
like that.
I don't want it.
You said that had any contact?
I'm with her. I'm an any contact person.
Hold hands.
I mean,
I'm an any contact
as an
person.
adult, that's why I gave you the example I gave
As
you
an
because
adult, yeah.
because I came from a place where I was 14. At 14, I'm not thinking about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therefore, from 14 to me being older and me saying, okay, I already dated him. You know what I'm saying? So I can redate him. Not thinking it was going to be a problem. But as an adult, if anybody sits up there and look, and I've had a situation where I honestly went out with somebody that was my homegirl. You know, you go out club hopping and bar hopping and all that stuff. And a guy approach you. And you like, oh no, he's not my type. And then your homegirl like, well, he's my type. Like, I feel like that's wrong. Personally, being an adult, yeah, because his interest wasn't fucking you when he approached me.
Thank
But
you.
you ain't
He picked you up. He picked you up because you were second in line.
You don't know that though. Are you for sure?
Nigga, if he wanted you, I know that because if he wanted you, that's who the fuck he would have approached.
Oh, y'all
That's
ready
just
for
the
the
inside. Y'all
ready for the
you
gather?
said no, though. You said
Are y'all ready
no.
for the gather?
I wouldn't have been with you.
Let me tell you why I wouldn't.
Like you're not gonna fucking walk up to my homegirl and try to holler at her, and then when she turn you down, you turn around and be like, "Well,
Are
like
y'all-
no, nigga,
Are y'all
no,
ready for the gather?
I'm not crying for that shit."
I mean, it's not like no breach of girl code. Like, bitch, you ain't fuck him. You ain't even want him. So what
Right, why you saying that, bitch?
Why you got to
He seen me. He seen you in the club.
Wait, hold on. Give me camera one more time. Give me camera. Give me full camera.
Give me camera.
But we asked if females. What was that one question we asked? If females are more likely to draw your man in than a male? Well, what did y'all just say out your mouth just now? If y'all didn't have nothing, fuck that. I'm fucking your nigga. Is that what y'all just said? Is that what's coming out of your mouth right now?
I ain't saying nothing.
Was that what I read?
Ain't no y'all.
I mean,
in a relationship,
a nigga's gonna say, you fuck my bitch? I ain't fuck. No, I ain't fucking her. No,
Okay,
no.
what you had to say?
I don't remember.
Oh, well, what she said
It's that
was,
pregnancy break.
I'm gonna tell you what she
Oh,
said.
you remember it? Thank
Yeah,
you.
she was like, why would she want to be second?
Yeah.
Either. Like, if
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah,
approached,
yeah,
if
yeah.
the guy approached,
It's a fling out.
if me and Kendra is out at the club,
Right.
and the guy approached Kendra, why the fuck would I want him? If he only
If I
approached
turned him
me
down and
because
you-
she turned him
Because she
down
turned
and
him
we're
down.
together.
Yeah.
Like, no. That speaks to my fucking self-esteem.
Exactly.
And I'm
That's on your
esteem
word.
of my motherfucking self. And no, nigga, I want the
The
motherfucker
bad
there.
chick pulled up on my
Fuck that.
homeboy and it was like,
What's up, boo?
and he was like, I don't want none of that. I was like,
That's me. I will take you. Like, I'm not trying to be my husband. We are
And that's the way it's
lie.
different.
No, I don't
So
like
that
that.
answers my question
that's my
earlier.
type,
Is
boo.
it different
You
from
my
men and
type.
women?
So if a girl trying to holler at you and she hollers at your boy because you turned her down, that's fine with you.
How many times have you hit the wrong person? This is how I feel. Everybody.
Within 2 seconds, motherfucker, your drink could have not that quick.
It's a mistake. You don't try that. She was looking at me. Look right. She was looking at me. Right. I made eye contact, right? And then she was over there. And my homeboy stepped up. Like, my homeboy had more guts and courage than me. He was like, yo, what's up, boo? And I was like, sure.
And now they married 5 years down the line, and now y'all ain't
My thing is you never know what can happen. You might not let them.
No, honestly, no, I wouldn't.
I
would be careful, but I would play this
whatever her heart. You know what I mean?
It is.
Her age is cloud chasing.
Like I said, I'm a big energy person, so I flow.
Okay, I'm Mz Tink. This is Kendra. A lot of people know Mz Tink, right? Mm-hmm. Kendra be at a lot of my shows and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So you come at me because I'm Mz Tink, but I'm engaged. I turn you down. So they come at Kendra. Cloud chasing. It's like going, you see what I'm saying?
Another thing. Let me tell you.
You see what I'm saying?
But we don't know that. Like you can't walk into the club. You don't gotta sign on your head.
It happened.
Hold on.
You don't gotta sign on your
It
head.
happens though. I never had it though.
I don't call it clout chasing.
I don't call that either. Yeah.
Fishing.
You're fishing.
Yeah,
You
you
just
fishing.
for who you can get with and what you gonna get.
Exactly.
But if I don't know your name,
For that type of situation, though.
But if he try to holler at you, you can't get mad if you say no.
Exactly.
If he go to your friend.
Yeah.
You ain't want him in the
And you say no, yeah, exactly.
That's like speed dating.
Yeah, and this is my thing. Honestly, I wouldn't take it but so serious though either. Like,
Right.
If you fishing, then it is what it is. You just fishing, and I'll take it for what it is and keep it pushing. I wouldn't.
Come
I
out
wouldn't.
of it.
Yeah, whatever comes out, come out.
Hey, but you won't know that upon initially meeting them.
I mean, you don't know until you know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
It's like speed dating. You on the table with this person for 10 minutes.
exactly.
And I think you should go through your friend this table.
Would you be down for that?
You can babble.
I hate coming out as an asshole, but I'm real particular.
You would do speed dating?
Me too.
Hey, look, I looked it
Do
up.
speed dating?
I looked it up. They don't have it in Richmond, but
Oh, I'm gonna start one because Mz Tink all about starting shit
I
that you
need
ain't never
one
seen
too.
before.
I know
So
that's right.
I'm gonna start a speed dating, and we gonna have Remo, and we
do
gonna have
it,
Kendra, and we gonna have Tiff.
It has to be
Fresh
success.
and Put your hand down. Hey, say you had
I just know that everything.
What's the seat?
Let me tell you, I am not easily impressed.
Said, okay, Remo. What the hell I just said?
Alright, we're gonna let Quan pick the next time.
I will pick the next
Not hard
one.
to judge,
Oh, this is
but
a
I'm
big
not
one.
easily impressed.
My boy can leave it tomorrow, so I need a big one.
I don't know
Really?
what you needed
Really?
big.
Like,
all of that.
I don't know what you needed big.
No,
but
literally
we
all
need
of
the
that.
topic.
Like, it
My
literally-
mom
It's a
Once
whole lot of words
Once
on
I
that
read
paper.
this, it's gonna be all of that.
Oh, y'all gonna break
I
up?
got to the third word, and it was
The
like,
third
Oh,
one?
That is a fair.
Oh.
That's like a homework assignment.
That is a homework assignment.
That's a real topic.
I see
though.
a whole lot of punctuation.
Yeah.
okay.
It's like 17.
Hey, let somebody be on social media auto correcting everybody. So you spell your grammar wrong.
Look, you say you wanted to be front and center, right?
Damn.
God damn.
So, stacking your pants. Is it gay or just another fashion statement?
It's gay.
Thank you.
It originated in jail. I'm sorry. You keep going.
Can't go into her because obviously she has to pay for her hair. So,
Check that home. Right. I sound like a
So let's go.
so sagging your pants, is it gay or just another fashion statement? For years, argument has been in place for jeans sag, it's gay. If they are too tight, it's gay. If they wear them, if they wear a man purse, it's gay. If you
So much. It's so layered.
It is, right?
oh okay, pierce a certain ear is gay. I fell into the subject of that. You wear braids is gay. What do you define trend as being sexuality?
Why?
How?
Why do we
Oh,
define
okay.
trans?
Thank you.
Okay.
Hooked on phonics. Don't drink alcohol and do hooked on phonics. Because Bree's right here to help you. Follow Raw Talent because she will fucking support you. Okay? Thank you. How do... Hold on. Take that back. Because this sentence says, how do us as parents tell our children to seek... I could rephrase that.
I got you.
How do us as parents tell our children to seek out our own styles
Out their
and
own
favors?
style and flavor. And they are called gated. Just because others don't agree.
Okay.
How do you handle that?
Now I'm going to say the name.
It's loaded.
They are called gay because others don't agree. How do you handle that?
First of all,
Let's go. Down.
when I was young,
Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Let's break it down.
so the say,
Is it gay for...
Or just another fashion statement.
Just
For
another
you to
fashion.
say.
I personally feel like when I was younger, I thought sagging was cool. It did not define my sexuality. I was not interested in men because I was sagging. It wasn't a gay thing for me. I saw other people doing it. And I thought it was a cool thing to do, so I followed the trend.
Because y'all
Just like
understand where it
when
comes
she
from.
sagged her pants with the boxers showing.
Yeah, I followed the trend. It was big clothes, baggy clothes. I thought that. I
The
saw my
90s
mom
was a
doing it,
vibe.
so I did it.
There was a time in which it was a trend,
It
but
was.
Since I
also
read it,
the origin
Can I
of
get a
it.
second?
Yeah.
Sagging your pants, gentlemen, is gay.
What?
Straight up.
It originates
I have never, ever in my life, and all my freaking friends are females, I've heard a female sit there and say, "Oh my God, girl, his ass look fat because he sagged his pants. I want to have his baby." Every single gay guy I have ever met in my life has said, "Ooh, girl, he got a fat ass. I want to fuck him," and that's the truth. Sagging your pants is not fucking cute. Do not have your kids sagging your pants. If you sag your pants, we want to lick it, we want to touch it, we want to do everything else. It's the truth. Bottom line, I'm letting y'all know.
I swear to God, I was out. I was in the club, and
I'm
this chick,
letting y'all know.
she palmed the shit out my ass. She bow.
So you had said a female come up to you and just
Yes.
a whole pussy, just.
Yes, it was not what I. That's not what I thought.
I mean,
Like,
situation.
Because I'm used to doing it. I'm like, I'll be slick with it. I'll grab her ass, and I'm like, all right, yeah, she might like that.
But
No,
no,
but when
no,
the chick did that to me, I will fight you, bitch.
I will fight you, bitch.
I've never had a female friend do it.
I've had female.
I've never had a female friend that says, "Bro, he sagging his pants. I'm gonna have his baby."
I've had women
Never had a
saying
female
it.
do it.
Women be like, I like a man with a
Nah,
nice ass. I've heard
honestly,
that.
I don't.
I've
look
never had a
at
female friend
niggas'
That's not what I was
asses
looking
when
for.
I
Now,
try to
a
hide
floor
it.
full of gay guys, and you're walking outside
You
with
look
your
at a nigga
pants,
ass?
we're looking. We're gonna look. We're gonna like.
Well, no, I was past my sagging phase. I'm wearing regular clothes now that fit me, and I've had women come up to me like, "Yo, like you got a fat ass." Like I don't know how to feel about that.
That's
but
weird.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
That might be,
But I just
but it's
never had a
individual
female.
what she like. I guess that's what
It
she
depends
like.
on the woman, yeah.
Mostly like, oh, you got muscles and stuff like that. She like that.
He's the only muscle be like, you got muscles.
You got muscles. You got nice smile.
Like,
She
it,
like,
it
we got
might cross
fat
my
ass boy.
mind, but I ain't
Hold
gonna
up.
walk up to you and say you got a fat ass. But I might notice, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
No,
That's
I
weird.
wouldn't tell you.
That's
Well,
weird.
yeah,
Maybe it was just that particular person, but I've had that happen.
That's not a like. Oh, this is a turn on. Like no.
No.
Yeah, I would just say that's
I've
a
never
turn
had a
off. A
female
man
friend
with
say
hips and a fat ass is a turn off to me. Like, if I see you hippie and got a fat ass, I be like, oh, hell no, child.
That's stamina.
Well,
That's stamina.
I want to go
Literally,
to the,
He about to school.
I'm going to school.
On that hip
That's
action.
stamina, baby. That's that crap that will stay right in that spot. You just be like, what the hell going on right now in my life? You be like, hold on, he got big hips and big thighs. Them thighs, keep it moving. Ain't them calves, ain't them feet. It's them thighs. And that's what keeps that stroke going. Trust me. If you ain't seen the body yet, baby. Them thighs.
He did that, Remo. He did that.
I'm gonna give a real.
Hold on, no. I got that.
Take it from a guy to do
one
it
of the
with God.
topics was children, though.
Yeah. So
Okay,
how
so
would
how
you
do you
accept
say
your?
it?
How do you explain it to your child when they want to have their own identity and style?
Gotcha.
Do you be like, okay, like for instance, my son
I'm a professional.
wanna
at
be.
one, so.
That doesn't make him gay because he wants beads.
Hey, baby,
that makes him
what's
different.
Rapper? Hey, baby,
I think it's
Hurricane
gay.
Chris.
I think it's gay.
He came out. My son wanted beads. He had long hair. He did the beads. That don't make him
His
gay.
mother's gay.
I'm his mother.
No, I'm talking about. Hurricane Chris' mother is a dyke. Hurricane Chris' mother is a dyke.
I ain't say he was gay, but I think it's
Yeah,
gay.
Hurricane Chris' mother is
my
gay.
nephew,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, you're gay because you
I don't know if
but I think it's
dressing
No, he
the same
wanted
way.
it because
I
of
just think that
swag.
I just think that the rappers, the stars, whatever, have a lot of influence on these kids because I'm not saying my children are gay, not gay, whatever they choose to be is whatever. But I got a 17-year-old and a 15-year-old, and one sags their pants and one doesn't. But he's into the rap. He watches all them young.
It's a
young
trend.
boy, all
It's a
that
trend.
stuff. Right, so that don't make him gay. So you can't assume that just
Man,
because a person,
let
a
me tell you.
child or an adult, sags their pants,
assume
that they're gay.
But it's a certain look. So people do perceive stuff because of the look, but you know, I don't like beads on boys. Like if I had a son, you're not putting beads in here. I'm sorry, you're not doing it. If you get older, you want to do it to yourself. That's fine with me.
Let me
You
tell you.
know me, you're a grown adult, but I think no one would never in my life. She would never let my brother put beads in his damn head. No matter what.
I feel like that what you wear does not
Define
define your
who you are.
sexuality. Let me tell you, I stayed in Atlanta, right? So I used to work in a studio that was like on Spring Street. It's like a big studio. I did audio engineering before I did comedy. So I used to work at this spot called Check.
Okay, don't just walk past that. You did what?
Yeah.
You said
Audio
Okay.
engineering.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
Okay. So I work with Gucci, man.
That's a big jump. That's big. Speak
No,
on
I
it.
did. But here it is. I left the studio and I did not know how the Labor Day, the weekend and working in Atlanta. I'm oblivious to it. So when I roll down the street, I start seeing normal guys in regular clothes looking like me that were hugged up on guys. So I felt like that your outfit don't make who you are, your sexuality.
Right.
It's what you do in them goddamn clothes. Because half the time your ass ain't in clothes when you goddamn doing what you do.
Right.
So
I do have something to say about
You
that.
got these doctors, lawyers,
Do
walking
people
around.
actually understand what the definition of homosexuality is? And that's what
maybe
that's
educate me.
what bothers me so much as being a gay male is that people don't understand what actual homosexuality is. Homosexuality is what you do in the bed. Homosexuality is who you have sex activities with. It don't matter who you paint your nails, how you do your hair, what you wear, what you
So
say.
it's not about fashion.
I can literally kiss this man across the table from me, and that'll mean that neither of us is gay. Because
And that's what my point. That's what the point of the question.
Literally, look in the woman that's.
But I feel what
This
Tim
now.
said because my son
It's
this
100%.
year, like
That's
literally,
what it
like
is.
3.5 weeks ago.
What I do in the bed has
I
nothing to do with
put
what we
beads in my son's
conversate about
hair
now. What I do
because
in the
that's
bed
what
has
the
nothing to
fuck
do with it.
he wanted,
At work.
and he went to school and he said people asked him why you got beads, and I said, what did you say, son? Because you are who the fuck you want to be. And at the end of the day, I had a lot of ridicule from family saying, why did you put beads in his hair? Because my son came up to me and asked me for fucking beads, and I don't feel like that it's gonna kill him to walk around with fucking beads in. He actually looked cute with the goddamn beads in his hair. Right, he actually looked cute.
I saw him with the beads and I ain't even
But that's society.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
put the beads in his hair. He kept them Johnson for 2 weeks. And his peers questioned him about it. And my thing is, when I was in elementary and middle school, I didn't give a fuck about trends, about what the fuck the next person thought or said. I mean, that's been my trend ever since I've been in existence. I don't give a fuck as a high schooler. I didn't give a fuck as in college about what the fuck the next person said. But social media has taken it to a whole other level. So it's unfair for me to sit up here and tell my son, I told him straight the fuck up. What did you say? You know what he said? He said, I told him I got beef because that's what I want. And that's exactly the lesson that I'm teaching him as an 11-year-old, entering into middle school, entering into high school, entering into college. I don't give a fuck if you want to wear skinny jeans, you want to wear bell bottoms, you want to wear platforms, you want to wear beads in your motherfucking hair, you want to color your hair orange. Whatever the fuck you want to do, I stand behind you because that's you defining who the fuck you are. And it's not fair for me as a parent to hold him back from finding out who the fuck he is. And that's all my thing.
The good thing about it, like I say, because I don't like it. He my nephew. I don't like bees on the point. That's just me. You don't gotta care what I say, but at the same time, it does help him understand who he is. But it also helps him understand, like, everybody not gonna like what the fuck he do.
But guess what?
Always for me as a kid. Nobody people gonna talk about you to the day you die. But it's a good thing he can be like, I don't care.
He kept, and that's the reason why I said he kept him in for 2 weeks. Because even though he went to school and people said, why you got beads in your hair? Why did you do this? And people question him for days. Because my son come home and talk to me about his fucking day. I don't know. I asked him when he get off the on the bus. What the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying today? You know, because people bully kids. Kids bully kids. As soon as they get on the bus, I be on the side. Now we got the whole. I be on it. I know when he get on the bus and when he get off that motherfucker. I don't play no games. Both ways. To school and from school. But my thing is, even though he had to deal with the peer pressure, he didn't cry under pressure. And that's my thing with him, like, be who the fuck you want to be. If you want to wear motherfucking Etonics, my nigga, if that's what you want to wear, that's your swag, I got you. I'm going to buy you them up. We're going to have a whole bunch of Etonics because they're cheaper. And Jordans. You know?
I just personally, it's not.
That's good to know.
Outfit don't define who you are.
Exactly.
I know when I got people called me gay when I was younger. I don't care. Like, you not there when I do what I do. So
right.
Exactly.
You don't pay.
You don't pay my bills.
Let's let mamas pick the last topic, and we gonna wrap it up after her.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
Time for an hour early.
Time for that.
Attraction. How important is it that you are physically attracted?
Wait, hold on.
Okay, I want to try to poke out for this topic. Shout out to Big Sis.
Okay, hold on. I didn't finish then. Okay.
I'm gonna give you
now you know I'm too polite. I'm gonna stop talking and be talking.
Y'all cut me off every time.
Attraction. How important is it that you are physically attracted to the person you're dating? Have you ever lowered your attraction standards to be with someone? How'd that work out?
Didn't work out. I'm divorced.
Oh shit!
Do I need to catch that on him? Hold on. Hold on.
Well, goddamn.
God bless this man.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
No disrespect to my husband because he may be a good man for somebody else. It just wasn't for me.
It's your platform.
Physical attraction. If you're not attracted to that person, I just don't feel like it's gonna work because how can you just? I want to have that over the top emotion about you. I want to be able to.
There's nothing better.
I don't want to feel like you
There's
make
nothing
me
better in this world than you.
It's important to me.
I like my man a little ugly.
I do too.
What?
No, I don't call ugly.
Say that again.
Unique. I mean, I like my men a little ugly. I don't like really cute men like the men like Miguel and all them. They be like, oh my God, he's so sexy. I'm not. Yes, it's my attraction because I'm like, damn, he a little ugly.
Like it makes you wet.
He's a little ugly. Yeah.
Like it makes you wet. Like seriously, like, that's what it is. Like laugh.
Look at him making me laugh.
Like this is my segment. This makes you wet. Like seriously, nigga to be kind of ugly just simply makes you wet.
Absolutely. I love ugly. You make me laugh. Gotta look funny. We can go on trips. Don't have no kids. Call me now.
So is it that he's ugly, or is it that he other characteristics make you happy?
Yes.
I like the fact of being catered to.
Oh, I'm talking about
No.
Okay, I got you. Go ahead, babe.
So this is my problem with that. So So basically, you don't want competition.
Yeah.
Basically, who
No.
wants competition?
That's what it sound like. That's what it sound like.
Be ugly to you.
I don't
He may not be ugly.
She's attracted to it though.
I don't think that means you don't want competition. I think when you say that you don't,
I'm just not attracted to really pretty guys. That's all that is. I do not
So-
like over the top.
I mean, granted, I don't want a motherfucker that nigga we in the bathroom the same amount of time. Okay,
Mm.
like,
That's what I'm saying. I want you to be a little ugly. You to put your clothes on in 5 minutes and it take me an hour. That's all I'm saying. And I do like the fact when you not Facebook famous or bitches running after
I don't want
you.
you don't because you really don't.
When we out in public, I agree. Yes, I do not. I like cornballs. I like
Let's put it
cornballs.
like this.
Quiet.
What she's saying right now
Mm-hmm.
is 12 views. This right here, 55. That's what I'm trying to say.
I understand.
My
I did.
thing is, I always like, because I'm really a cornball and love myself. I laugh at my own jokes.
I'm the same way.
But people think I'm cool. I don't know why. But I like cornball dudes that nobody's really attracted to. And that really hasn't had his horizons broadened.
Yeah.
I like to bring them out a little bit. It sounds a little weird.
What a project name.
It's
That-
not.
Why you like science projects?
Go ahead.
That's it.
Science projects with a job.
Okay, exactly. But this is the thing, though. Don't you? First of all, if you,
That's a good one.
if I'm with a woman, I don't want no project. I don't
I'm not
want
saying I don't
somebody
want to
who
build me a man.
But that's what you're gonna end up with. You
No.
want somebody who's undone. Like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga
it's like a raw
is
chicken.
He is. He is. You want somebody who put a little
that's
season
good
on,
what they
and
are.
then we
That's
good.
why
But
chicken.
you don't want nobody who got built from scratch.
No, a little season. A little season. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying I want to build
Yeah,
from
but then you
scratch.
get into the mode where you too fucking picky.
I'm-
Like, you
Nah,
know what I'm
nah.
saying?
I'm not being too picky, but I like when that kind of obsessed with me.
Nah, what she's saying
Nothing
is,
wrong with that. Treat me like a fucking queen.
nah, what she's saying is, she like to have the basics
Yeah.
of what
I
the
don't
person
like
is.
an over the top man because you can't have
Thank
two
you.
over the top people in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm over the top. I'm on YouTube. I'm
on.
on podcasts. I'm out there. People know me,
Yes.
but I don't need my partner to be that same
Exactly.
person.
Exactly.
You don't need to have two of the same people in the same time because I have done that, and they have tried to bring me down and bring my confidence down. And I
Thank
don't
you.
like that.
At the
we
same
lift them
time,
up.
though,
We
at the
lift them
same
up.
time, though, when you have two people who walk similar paths, they understand each other better. Then if you get somebody who don't understand the lane that you in, sis, you know what I'm saying? Because if you get somebody who don't understand the lane that you driving in, and they don't respect your hustle, then they still can bring you down.
They can still respect you.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna make it deep though. This is real deep for me.
Amazing.
I personally feel that it's somebody. It's somebody for everybody. But a blessing is your blessing. Blessings are tailor made. You know what I'm saying? Soulmates are tailor made. That's somebody who is for you, regardless of how they look and what. I have to be physically attracted to you in order to mess with you. I'm sorry, like I've done that, and you got to look good, boo boo. When you go out, I'll be like, look,
My
look at her,
stroke don't change by the way you look.
Yeah, but I want to glorify you. I want people to be like, and what? This my boo. And
But
what? Like,
you
I'm gonna
think
tell
she
you.
look good, but everybody else don't think she look
I
good.
don't care.
Nah,
Right?
I don't
No,
give a fuck.
that's your whole thing.
The
Even
pussy
though
work.
he a little ugly, I still like his ass. With his little ugly
But,
ass.
and that's cool. That's cool. You like little ugly Durrell ass, goddamn. That's cool. You want his ass to be all like this. Yeah. Hey, man, I love you. Like, oh no. Like, I'm sorry.
No, not with your mouth like that.
I want somebody who I am attracted to. Now, granted, you don't have to be a 10 for me. But I would like somebody
solid
who's at least
7.
a solid 7
Do
to
you think
8.
your attraction can grow?
To
Based
grow?
on knowing that person, you think
Yes. I think
I
you
love
can grow.
growth.
And the reason why I say that
Good
because
Yeah.
Answer it.
I feel like it can grow because I'm not physically attracted to you 100%. I can say that because my fiance is not my type
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Why he been
But you're attracted to
He's
him.
dark skinned,
I can't help it.
not my type. My type is light skinned. He's taller than what I go for because I'm short.
You like midgets. First lady that was a midget, but it's okay. You want
I like
ugly.
short women. I ain't gonna lie.
He's not as.
They low to the ground.
I like people who are like gym rich. She like already like body built type, and he's not that. You know what I'm saying? I do, but that's what I'm attracted to.
That's a perfect example. Everything you described would sound terrible to me. So to me, if we saw the same man, she'd be like, "Damn, he good." And I'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" And I feel like that's all Mel was saying, though. She didn't literally mean.
She said nothing wrong with what you like. There's nothing wrong with what you like. There's nothing wrong with I like you. Nothing wrong with
even my first child.
I don't want you to like him anyway.
Hold on. Even my first child father is not my type. Neither one of my baby fathers are my type. So probably your type. And I didn't interact with my type at all. Because my type is that pretty boy that is irritating as fuck when you go to dance for real. See what I'm saying? That's my actual type. And that's I like that light skin. I think I'm cute. And it's like, I like him. But it's like, he not missing much.
That's not my type. He not what you need. He what you need. That's what I'm going to say. Sometimes your type is not good for you. Because my type...
Right.
Running out there something.
That's
not good for me.
Right.
That's my type.
Right. And I feel you.
Go for that anymore. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love hood women. I love ratchet. I just can't do it.
Oh, wow. So you get your joint standing like,
I like it.
Yeah, his joint standing like that chicken.
They be thick.
Oh, wait, what's that?
I love that shit.
Alright, hold on. You like hood niggas. You like hood woman.
Yeah.
What is the difference?
It's not, no, I like, but they're not, it's not good for me.
Yeah.
So I may have a physical attraction to that person. So sometimes being physically attracted to somebody could be a downfall. So
right.
My thing is, I like hood women, but I look for that and the type of woman that I need though. Like I want
so
somebody.
You want a hood mixed with educated.
Yeah, like it's you educated, you got your shit together, but you can get hood. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
When needed.
Yeah.
I know.
Like
I
you know how to put a cap on it.
Yeah, hold on, goddamn! You throwing gang signs at dinner? We got a problem. Fuck did you banging on meatloaf for? This is vegan meatloaf. But I like that type though. I like it. I don't know why.
You want to just slap you off a little bit.
I mean, she's a little rough. It's more. I think more of my ratchet love. My love for hood women is more of like bedroom type shit. That's what.
Oh wow.
So you want somebody to take control?
A little like he kind of. I like it.
What's your sign?
You want? Look. You talking to the cameraman now? Hold up. Look, I'm gonna tell you the real. You want somebody to take control when you don't want nobody to see.
No, it's I'm rough. I'm a rough person. I'm very aggressive.
You want me to take it right?
So he wants to monkey fuck, but he don't want you to.
He don't want nobody else to know.
He don't want you to monkey fuck the meatloaf.
No, you don't got to do all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
He wants you to be a lady in the streets.
A lot of times, hood women.
A lady in the sheets and a freak in the sheets. A lady in the streets.
Yeah. That's what she
She said it politely. She
I'm gonna build
said
you a bitch.
I'm just saying.
She saved you. She saved you. I'm gonna tell you that. Come on, Couch. Give it to me.
Oh God.
Come on,
I'm a
Couch.
valley girl over here. I don't know anything about hood. I don't know when you're high. I don't know what kind of drugs are dealt. I don't know nothing about that shit. So you can get like some shit over my head sometimes.
But if a bitch try you,
if a bitch try me, I'm kicking her in the stomach and then I'm fucking her out.
There you go.
That means you a hood motherfucker. That's what that means. You hood.
No, man like cornball.
You hood.
Ugly, so
you hood.
if I go over there,
that's what that means.
That means you
Look, the funny thing is, hold up. I always tell my youth, I be like, what's your little ugly ass? They be like, oh, you must like ugly dudes. I be like, boo, you is a little ugly in my mind. I be like, boo, you know I'm playing, but no, but really, your little ugly ass.
You got it, yo. You want it.
What you mean? It's like, yo, everybody you went out was ugly. I'm like, really?
But that's your preference, so I feel bad about it.
I didn't feel bad, but it was just like I lost. It was misconnection. Like they felt like everybody.
But was it really a misconnection?
But that's their opinion.
But see, that's how I felt. I mean, I get it. But they felt they went through my ex's pictures or people that I previously met, and it was like, yo, everybody you dealt with was like ugly.
Well, let me tell you something. Personally, being your best friend, let me give you a counseling moment. Your exes don't fucking look alike. I just want to let you know. So you don't have a motherfucking lane or a motherfucking genre or a motherfucking type. They're on different spectrums. You've had the pretty, you've had the political. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know that that's not
personal moment. Noted.
I just wanted to help my life out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get a little push, you know? Okay, well, what's your answer?
Yeah, come on with it.
Right. See, for me, it is. I think it did.
It did. It did.
Okay, no, but okay, for me, I have to be physically attracted to somebody. I have to be there. I'm sorry.
Is that coming from a sexual aspect or just from a period relationship?
Both. Because
damn right.
Because for me, but it depends on the person. I know everybody's different, but for me, sex is important to me when it comes to being in a relationship with someone. So therefore, I feel that I have to be physically attracted to you.
Okay, I have a question. You ever fell for somebody off of their conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just happen to also be physically attracted to
No, but what if you fell for somebody off of their conversation
but then
and physical wasn't what? Yeah, what would you do then?
It didn't work. It never goes anywhere. We're friends.
You gotta check that box.
Because I mean, for me, you have to at least grade in a little bit, like shade it a little bit. Because I have a friend, a guy that I know who is very attracted to me. I am not attracted to him whatsoever. But he is a wonderful person, right? He's an amazing guy. Am I interested? No, I'm not gonna waste his time because
that's that line. I'm not even gonna waste your time, baby. I'm not gonna waste your time because look, you not my type. You not my type. I'm just saying, like, why waste somebody's time? And you know that maybe they're too small for you, or they're too big for you, or their breath stink.
Small.
Breast stinking, that's a whole other.
But for me, it's not even like
you don't know because baby, your best friend might date his stinky breath ass. I don't know.
You never know.
Stinky breath might be
I don't because it's just like
we can only communicate through text messages and phone. Like only time we communicate on the phone. When you face to face, why you don't talk to me when we together? Bitch, you sound like you sucking on onions.
I can't turn my heat on while we in the car together.
Bitch, be quiet.
Right, you talk too damn much. It's not because you got bad conversation. It's because your neck, your throat is so fucking.
You need a tooth.
Your whole sinus infected.
Look, you need to put your dental insurance too.
Like 8 miles of bad road.
I'm ready to give you my dental insurance to go with your plan.
No, but can you really be in a relationship with somebody that you're just not physically attractive?
Some people do. You know why? You know what? Some people do.
I don't get that. I mean, just a little bit.
For the money.
I can't understand.
I want to say that because physical attraction to me is not everything.
You could be
it's not
everything,
but at the same time, you tell me that you're not physically attracted to them at all.
No, I'm not saying at all.
You can gain.
That's not. You can't really be in a relationship with somebody like that.
That happens. I know somebody who did that. They fell in love with somebody and they became attracted to them through time. Like they like their personality.
But at the same
time makes you feel like you're in love with somebody. You spend enough time around anybody.
So you said time lie?
It can. Right. It can.
But time can also show you who someone really is,
right?
Versus like,
so like
time can show you what you need instead of just what you want.
Exactly, because what you're attracted to may not be what is best for you.
Yes, but at the same time, you don't have to be my type for me to be in a relationship with you or to be physically attracted to you.
Right.
I can view somebody who is not my type whatsoever and say, okay, you're still an attractive individual.
Yeah, okay.
Like I can still okay, you're not what I usually go for, but like everything else is there,
right?
Or like most of everything else.
And
is there.
that's kind of what I was saying about my fiance. It's like he's not who I go for, and I told him that when we first started dating, and he was just like, you know, like, what you mean? That's not what I go for. And I told him my type, and he was like, well, your son's daddy don't look like he's closer. Yeah,
So
either one of them are my type.
Let's keep scrolling because his
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I learned that all the relationships that I've had was my type. So obviously that wasn't for me. My type doesn't match.
You didn't know what she wanted.
So you are. So you have to be.
Yeah, I'm attracted to him.
You said her type is what she needs on. That's what we say.
Exactly.
But
Say it again. Hold on.
But he's not gonna.
I'm gonna control the camera. Say it again.
Her type isn't what she needs, but your person they do got a little bit of aspects of your type. I'm just saying.
Yeah, a little bit. He definitely don't have a damn height.
No.
Yeah, they got that for sure.
Real short.
But he's
Nigga like 5'1".
He's darker than the one
He like 5'3". He be lying and telling people he 5'5". But you know, shout out to B. Washington. And then
Hold on, first of
he
all.
tuned in. I'm just saying. I know.
The rest of his
Get a nigga
knees ain't
support
grown.
for that.
That's what it
You know what I'm
is.
saying?
You said the rest of his knees
He's
ain't
supposed to be
grown.
5'6".
Nah, for real.
You talking about nah for real? What's up?
Exactly.
First of all,
Do one more time for me.
Napoleon complex.
What's up?
Exactly.
I don't want no problem, big dog.
And then you gonna say big dog.
Big fella.
He mean little
Fella.
dog. He mean
But
little
his
dog.
knees ain't grown.
No, his knees ain't growing out.
He's about 2 feet tall.
Oh, God. Oh,
But he got a big person.
Y'all in these good old
I keep trying to tell you.
You on my first cup,
No
right?
way you're
You
gonna
fucking
do that.
up.
Like, yes, I am.
Alright, we
You're not.
done.
You're
Ready?
So I'm gonna close out with this. I'm gonna take this to a whole.
Y'all lost a candidate from the table.
Look,
I just want to know.
He done drunk.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try the birth control for men?
For men? Well,
I don't think y'all should do that.
You interested? I heard it cause cancer.
they do?
Yeah.
I'm not interested no more.
The pull-out method is not
Jesus Christ. You gonna
Look, next campaign, pull out for cancer.
men birth control.
No, I think when I get to the point when I'm done, I'm just gonna get it.
Clean water.
So when you get to child number 6, because you already at 5, right?
Yeah, so when.
So you ain't got no problem being snipped. Good, because I got my tooth taken out. I ain't playing no games. Taken out. I told him take them out. Doctor said, what?
She have a kid with nobody. She got her tubes taken out.
Take my tubes.
Her she don't got no tubes though, so it don't matter.
I told him they could donate my uterus because I'm not having no one.
I'm weak.
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm over that shit.
Yeah.
I feel like men should go on birth control or get snipped. Like people don't believe in getting snipped. I really think that's
But a lot of dudes who get snipped still in the having babies.
Only the ones with 12 plus kids. Because listen, I messed with a guy and found out like a month later he had 13 kids.
Jesus Christ.
13 kids.
13 kids. And
It took you a month to count
Why did it take you so long?
Daddy, for you to find out.
Wait, I knew he had some kids with on Valentine's Day. He said, shout out to all 13 of my baby mamas. I said,
Oh, shit. He had 13 kids, but 13 baby mamas. Bro, that's a problem.
First of all,
on that note,
Yeah. I got you, bro.
on that note, we're gonna shout out VA, 2 up, 2 down. Shout out Cooler, and we're gonna shout out Remo. Thank you for coming, and make sure you follow him.
follow me on Instagram, REMO_MILLZ. Follow my fan page, Comedian Remo Millz. Stay up with me, man. I'm finna blow up. Y'all don't understand.
Okay.
And follow
me, Kendra, at Kendra Tier on IG.
And of course, follow your girl, Mz Tink, at Mz Tink, RawTalent. And follow Taquan at Taquan Bynum 93. And we're out.
Oh, y'all want to follow?
Tink did not come to play with you hoes. I came to slay, bitch.
podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.